So, where to begin? First off, probably the most interesting thing is choosing your player character, right? As in any Soulsborne game, it's all about what build you roll. And there are several builds. I have already chosen one. And a lot of the stuff is already set up just so we can jump into it. But here are some examples. Saw Cleaver. All right. And you get this card depending on which weapon you choose. And it's dual-sided for a transform or untransformed. And that will change your attacks. And we'll go over this more in detail later, but you got attributes here. This indicates the speed of your weapon, which determines who deals damage first in combat. The blood is the damage. And then there's typically like a special ability that each form has. So attacks with stagger also deal 1 damage. We'll go over that in a bit. And then this one will also have its own unique on the transform side. So that's Saw Cleaver. Oh, where'd they go? Oh, I put them over here. And you got the old threaded cane. Skill. I'm just kidding. Skill build's great. Again, regular transform whip. You got the hunter ass, of course. You notice there's less arrows up here, which means it's a bit slower. And especially when you go into the two-hand transform, that's the slowest that a weapon can be, at least by default. And of course, the one that I chose here, of course, Ludwig's Holy Blade. So this is the untransformed. This is the transform. Look at this big bad boy, 4 damage hit, super slow. Yeah, how can you pick anything else? Well, I mean, if you're a speedrunner, you're going to pick Saw Cleaver, so there is that. So, that's our basic, that's the basis of our character. And each character class will come with a firearm, a sidearm, and that is predetermined. And I actually couldn't find anywhere in the rules where it tells you what gun goes with which class, oddly enough. But you can look at the pictures, and it's easy enough to tell. And sure, fucking, look at this. Ludwig, Holy Blade, starts with Evelyn. Oh, there is a picture on the card. You're right, I didn't look on the card. Well, heck, there you go. We start with the Evelyn, which you can use once, and then it is, like, exhausted, and then you have to refresh it. So, the firearms are cool little optional things to use in order to gain the advantage in combat and, you know, just turn the tables there. So that is our character, and this is the character board here, down here. I know it's kind of hard to read, but this is where you put your trick weapon and all its stats. And then here is where we got our firearm. This is blood echoes. As we kill enemies, we acquire blood echoes. You can use them to level up later. And then our HP. All the hunters have the same HP to start with. It's 6, and that will probably go down pretty quickly if I had to guess. So that's how I guess we'll take a closer look at what exactly this class does. I did not pick it for its mechanics. Obviously, I picked it because, well, it's Ludwig's Holy Blade, and that's all I care about, right? So, in its untransformed weapon state, we've got Quick Stab. 3 is the fastest speed. There are ways to get more or less speed, so you could technically go above 3 or below 1, but all that does is determine when you deal the damage, or when your attack effect happens. I don't think it's possible to buy yet. Kickstarter people's backers are getting them now, and then I think in the future they're going to be available to buy later. So, just check this out, see if you like it, and then, you know, put a bookmark on a web page for that or something. Okay, so we've got our fast Quick Stab, deals 1 damage. are slash, medium, and another slash, medium speed. It says each time you clear a slot, deal 1 damage to one enemy in your space. Here is the thing about the combat that I find really interesting. These spaces are empty, right? Well, while you're playing, you have a hand of cards like this, for example. And there's different effects. There is stagger, there's dodge, there's draw 1, and then there's deal extra damage if you use strength. What happens is, let's say I'm attacking several times, I've been fighting. You choose which attack you want to do, and you play a card in that slot. If there's a card in the slot, you cannot use that attack. So basically, your attacks are limited. And if you were to fill up your board, you cannot attack anymore. You can't attack. So the way that you would resolve this is by performing an action, we'll go into actions a bit later, to transform your weapon, and then boom. Now you're on this side, you've got a clear board, you can start doing attacks again, blah, 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 blah. But as you can see, there's only 2 slots here, so really quickly you're gonna have to transform back, blah, 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 blah. Ebby is a cool bean. Oh, Ebritus. Yeah, transforming is very good in that it allows you to keep attacking, but you are kind of forced to transform. At the beginning of the game, you can choose which transform side you are. I'm going to start with the basic untransformed, so we'll see. Every character starts with the same deck of cards that have these kind of action points on them that allow you to, this is what you use to do your attacks. And you can choose to dodge, which will avoid an attack if you're faster. And then it clears that slot. So you can use it next turn to attack instead. So it doesn't waste it if you just dodge. So they all start off with the same 12 cards. But as you go, and you go to the Hunter's Dream over here, boom, that's this. There are upgrade cards here waiting. So we'll be able to swap in better cards later. And I don't know anything about the mechanics or anything really, so I don't really have a good, I'm not going to be planning well or anything like that. A lot of this is going to be played by ear. Oh, those upgrade cards are to be face up? Oh, snap. Well, even better. So, okay, that's good. So you get to choose which one you're getting then. Swamp. Nice. Here's an example of an upgraded card. So when you would go to attack, now, instead of just staggering, you would stagger, and your attack would be 1 arrow faster. And speed is important, as you know. If you were to hit the enemy first, and then he were to die, then he would not have a chance to hit you. Right? That makes sense, right? Will you paint that sweet Ebritus mini on stream? Where is Ebritus? Is she in the base game or in one of the expansions? I've got Palace Dungeon, Murgo's Loft, and this other one just says Bloodborne, the board game. I actually don't know which one that is. But yeah. Anyways, that was a lot of explaining. I know. It's the kind of thing when you first play a board game, there's a lot of stuff. But once we hop into it, we'll kind of re-explain some things. You'll latch on to what's important and what you care about. And hopefully it'll make some sense from there on. We'll take a quick look at enemies, since we looked at a character, and how they're going to work. So here's the most basic of enemies here. Hunter mob, right? These bros. The way that enemies attack is that there is a deck called enemy action. And whenever an enemy were to attack, you would draw a card. Oop. Basic. And so then they do their basic attack. If you drew the special, they would do their special. Or if they did their ability, they would do their ability. abilities and specials are rarer. And abilities, I think, you cannot... I don't think you can, like, avoid them. Like, I don't think you can dodge them. They just happen, and you get wrecked. So they are rarer, but they're also more dangerous for that reason. So, for the sake of the stream, I've done this neat thing where I know you'll probably never see that card again, right? So when he attacks, you don't know what he's going to do. Well, check this out. Whoa! 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 I took pictures of him and I put him in the top left, so that now because I know that these 3 enemies are going to be what we're fighting in the base game, I'll pull them up while we're fighting them, and then you can look at that and be like, oh, okay, I kind of get it. I get it a little bit more than, you know, and we can do that on this screen where we're showing the board or whatever. So hopefully that helps. If I had a way to do that for every enemy, I would. I don't know if there's going to be any bosses. I don't know. Because here's how the game works. This is what we're going to be doing. This is a campaign. This is the Long Hunt. The Long Hunt. This is pretty much the basic kind of tutorial campaign. And the only thing that I have seen is this intro card, which we'll read when we start. And then there's a bunch of cards. These are all, like, I think what it is you can path through the campaign in different ways, maybe. And so it'll say, like, go to card 3 for the next step. And then, boom, go to card 11. But I'm not certain. And we're going to actually find that out together. So, yeah. I don't think this is available to purchase yet. I could be wrong if somebody wants to correct me. But this was a Kickstarter project. And I think once all the backers get their copies, I think the next thing they're working on is getting it retail. Possibly. Don't quote me on that, though. Oh! Here's our figure with the Holy Blade. Nice. Nice. Yes. So she'll, and here's all the rest of the figures. There's a bunch. There's been some big boys. We're mostly going to be using small boys for this one. I think the hard enemies are going to be the Scourge Beasts, the werewolves that jump at you. But we'll see. Okay. As for how the campaign plays out, there will be a couple of quests that we may get. There are mission quests, and they might be something like kill this dude, the Huntsman's minion. And then you complete the mission, you get rewards, yay, yada yada. And then there will ultimately be something that completes the hunt. And at that point, it's like, boom, chapter done. And if you were playing with friends or playing at home, you could stop at the end of that chapter and then be like, okay, cool, we'll come back and we'll play next time. And when you come back, you pick up the next chapter or whatever. And I don't know exactly how many chapters, 3 or 4 maybe, per campaign. But your characters carry over, and you can, like, trade upgrades and stuff. Unless you're a lone wolf boy like me. Is the music too loud? Please, let me know. Let me know. Get out of here. I can turn it down if necessary. Perfect for you? Music sounds okay. Okay, I'll take it down 5% because too quiet is better than too loud when it comes to talking. Can you be Eileen in the card game? No. But there are some unique NPCs that you can encounter. I've got those cards here. Bloody Crow, Henrik, Yosefka. There's Eileen. Jura's ally, Alfred. So there's some big named NPCs that they might spawn as part of like missions or events, but they will not be base enemies here. In case you're curious, there's actually variants to the regular enemies. For example, Hunter Mob has Axe Swing, Shield Bash, Mob Frenzy. But if you flip them, Axe Swing, Rifle Shot, Molotov Toss. So the way that you would do this if you were playing games is you would shuffle up the mobs that are a part of your chapter. The chapter card will tell you, like, boom, this chapter has Hunter's Mob, Huntsman Minion, and Scourge Beast. And these tiles, which we're about to go look at, you would shuffle them up, and then you would get random variants. So the Hunter Mob will not always do the same thing, necessarily, in a given game. So that's pretty cool for replayability and, you know, variation, that sort of thing. So, we've got this campaign that we got to go through, right? We got quests to complete. Well, where do we do that? Where do we do that? That is all going to be part of the board over here. This stack here, these are tiles. Somebody mentioned earlier Betrayal. This is very much like Betrayal, such that, I don't want to spoil, no, we can reshuffle. But whenever I were to move, if I were to move out of a tile, we would draw a new one. And then we would go, okay, all right, entrance is here, here, here. You can put it however you want. Plump. And there you go. And you build out, oh, there you go. You build out this kind of overworld or dungeon or whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, there are these white lines. These indicate where you would use movement. So this has only 3 spaces. It's small, but there's a total of, for this campaign right now, and because it's solo, there are less tiles. I think there's 8 total tiles. So we'll wind up with a pretty decently large board. I'm kind of concerned with whether or not it's going to all fit here. It should be fine, though. I'll build it in such a way that it does. So, in either case, the game always has this tile, which is the central lamp. And tiles may have some information in the top left, as you can see. Interact on the central lamp space. Teleport to any other lamp. Makes sense, right? Or inside any fog gate. Well, there's fog gates in this game, too. Like, what the heck? I am controlling the camera with the keyboard. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Whoa, whoa. Oh no. Where'd the game go? Anyways, here's my deck of tiles. What else have we got? What else have we got? Okay, so on the tiles once we spawn a tile, we may spawn things involving these tokens over here. So this is like, it's a little chest. I believe, actually, is this consumable? I don't know if this is consumable or maybe it's the better item. So there are consumables here. It's a bit overwhelming, I know. Again, I'm going through everything. If you watch again on YouTube or whatever, you can rewind and be like, how did this work? And then figure it out. It's any board game of decent complexity is going to be like, whenever you're explained all of the rules at once. The goal here is to explain thoroughly so that that information is there and can be referenced as necessary. Also, the manual or the guide, the board game rule book, this bad boy, is in the BB command if you want to be like, how did combat work again? So yes, it is I mean, it's the same as a game. If you came into a game and people come into the chat and go, I don't know what's happening. Well, give it time. Use your brain cells. Pay attention. Dist! What's up, Dist? How's it going? Not like any of the 12-hour games I have seen reviewed. Really? 12-hour games? We can play together and stream in the future? I would love to do that. And she would love to do that as well. I always love doing a solo approach because I can go at my own pace. We can stop and look at certain things, this and that. At least for a first playthrough. Just like my normal single-player games, right? So, as far as rewards, we can find out in the world. These are consumables. As you may guess, they are one-time use. Here you go. Numbing Mist. On attack, enemy's attack loses all effects. So if the enemy were to attack us and poison us or something like that, or frenzy us, or stun us, that would remove that. That's nice. Old Hunter's Mark. Teleport your hunter to any space that has a lamp on it, a lantern. Ooh, Cold Blood Dew. Gain 1 blood echo, just straight up. That's cool. So that's consumables. Those we can find out in the world. Maybe we get as rewards. These are more powerful, and they do not get consumed. Gesefka's Blood Vial, Messenger's Gift, Beast Roar, kind of Hunter Tools stuff. Blood of Adela. These, I think, more get exhausted when you use them, and then you have to refresh them. Hunter turn, heal 1. May spend 1 blood echo to heal +2. So, these I think we get from missions and stuff. And I think it'll... Again, I don't know, because I haven't played. But I think it'll be like, you completed a mission. Go get yourself the Gesefka Blood Vial. And I'll be like, ooh. Go through the cards and grab that. And then we'll have it. We'll have it. But we'll see. We will see, shall we? Okay. I think we've gone over a lot of the stuff we need to. The only other thing is to talk about the Hunter's Dream, because that is in the game, and that is how you upgrade. And there is the idea of if you die, you lose all your blood echoes. So if we kill enemies, we will acquire blood echoes, possibly more than 1. That is represented by these tokens, little Hunter's Mark tokens. And these will go right here. Plop. Now you can only carry at any given point 3 blood echoes, and then you got to go back. You got to go back to the dream and spend them. And when you spend them is when you get to choose these upgrade cards, which are your hand, right? It'll do the same thing that your regular cards do, but better, generally. So that is when you get to upgrade. If you have 3 blood echoes, you can get 3 cards and upgrade them all. And then you can have a sick hand with some sweet fat abilities, yeah? Going back to the Hunter Dream also heals you, of course. It will clear your weapon. Again, we talked about that earlier. You're probably like, clear my weapon? What? You'll see. You'll see. And to top it all off, everything that we do is timed, technically, by this track right here, the Hunt track. So, as we progress through the game, every turn, or if we return to the Hunter's Dream, this track marker will go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. And these red spots are the Blood Moon, which causes enemies to respawn. So, hopefully you're not like just about to kill something. It can heal bosses too, all the way to full, except that bosses have phases, which is cool. We'll see if we get to a boss. I don't know how that's... I don't know if we're going to get to a boss. But if we do, we'll explain bosses, because they're pretty intense. But they have 2 phases, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. So, to wrap up, to summarize, the game is 1 to 4 players. I'm playing it solo, of course. Our goal is to complete missions and ultimately complete the hunt mission, which is kind of at the end of all these missions, before the hunt track runs out and Yharnam falls to shut. Yeah. One question though, do the enemies respawn when you go back to the hunter's dream? I don't think they immediately do. No, I think so. Hunter's Dream does progress the track, but I don't think it. The only thing that spawns them, as far as I know, is if that track gets to a Blood Moon phase thing. So you are incentivized to go back to the Hunter's Dream, of course, because you need to upgrade. It's also good to heal. You know, if you get low, you can just leave. And I believe. So, the one thing that we didn't go over is actions. Things that you can do. At the beginning of your turn, you'll have 3 cards in your hand. These are going to fuel everything that you do. Attacking, defense, movement, interactions, all of that. So you got to really be careful with what you do with these cards. So, if I want to move, you spend any card, you just discard it, and you can move 2 spaces. Right. If you want to interact with something, like a lamp, you can interact with a lamp and move to another lamp. You got to spend a card. If you want to go to the Hunter's Dream, you got to spend a card, which isn't so bad because you're going to redraw anyways. But the point is, if you're out of cards, there's no going to the Hunter's Dream. And then, if you attack or get attacked, then you got to have cards in order to attack back or defend. So, there are exceptions, of course, but that's the general idea. Your ears? What's wrong with your ears? Please, not the waifu spam again. Whew. Everybody get that? There's going to be a test in 30 minutes, all right? So I'm counting on you. Counting on you. Can you get some coffee and don't get totally lost? Yes, I think I'm done explaining right now. Is there a point at which you reset your hand? At the beginning of your turn, you can discard any cards you want, and then you redraw up to 3. So every turn you refresh. So that's good. I sit next to a nerd at the test. I don't know. Can you? Anyways, are there any like serious questions here? Can you overlevel your character? Not really, because there's a time limit, right? I can't just sit here and farm mobs, go back to Dream. Farm mobs, go back to Dream. Because you got to be completing missions, or old gods are going to have their way with you. They're going to have their way with you. Is there a New Game Plus mode? Not that I know of that. Is the only way to clear the actions by transforming the weapon? No, I believe there are exceptions. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure, but that is generally how you will clear, is by transforming. What if I want the old gods to have their way with me? Well, you better get naked and run outside and have fun. What if I want the old... Oh, both of you asked the same question. What do you... Can you attack other players? I don't think so. I don't think so. That's like attacking your party in a D&D run. Well, except that that's not in the rules, so... You can make rules for that and make it PvP, but in the end, you'll probably all lose when, you know, the moon presence tickles your taint with a tentacle. Can you attack without putting a card in the attack slot? No. No. The exception is everybody has a firearm. So Evelyn, for example, if I'm completely out of cards, I can use my Evelyn here. When an enemy makes a basic attack, automatically stagger that enemy. Stagger just cancels their attack as long as your attack is faster than them. And again, we'll get to the combat there. But just to reiterate, every attack has a speed, and this is the speed for the slot. So even if I'm not attacking and what I'm doing is dodging or staggering, the speed of the slot will determine whether I stagger him before he gets his attack off. If you're too slow, like this super slow attack, again, the arrows, one red arrow is the slowest, and then 3 is the fastest. But you can get other ways to increase the speed, and there's also ways to decrease your speed. But if you're faster than him, you'll stagger him, cancel his attack. Ta-da! But if all you have is the super slow one, and they're attacking with a 3 speed, he's going to hit you, and then you're going to stagger him, and that's pointless. So, yeah. Quick stab, yeah. So, there are a few outs if we get into a bad place. Okay! I love apple pie. If speed is equal, you treat it as if they happen at the exact same time. So, I believe their attack would still hit, even if you have a stagger. So, in that case, just don't play a stagger forehead. I could be wrong about that, but that's something that we can look up in the case that arises. So, enough chit-chat, huh? Who are you playing against? Time. PvE. It's PvE, so you're not playing against other players. You're playing against time. You're trying to complete your mission before the scourge of the beast takes over, or whatever the campaign is around. It could be around old gods, it could be around just beasts, all that jazz. You stagger and follow up with an overhead slam. Do you outspeed, or do they still get the next attack? So each attack is treated individually. I'm actually not sure about multiple attacks in one turn, but I think you can do that if you have the cards. Let's see. Let's see real quick. Resolve attacks. Yeah, I think if anybody attacks, both sides attack. Oh, Jakey D, gift and subs. I don't have alerts on, so sorry for that, but I can see that in the chat. Thank you, Jakey D. Thank you, everybody else, for resubs and stuff. Really appreciate that. I appreciate it. Oh, the onion brush shirt, yeah. Thought that was appropriate. Okay. I've said okay and let's go like a million times. Get my coffee here. And here we go. Here's how it all starts. We start at the central lamp. This is my player deck here, which is, all the cards that I'm going to use for my actions, whether I'm moving or attacking or dodging or whatever. Don't spill that coffee, yeah. Bosses are available right now? I don't even know, man. I've got boss cards over here I haven't even looked at. Right now, in the base game, we've got Vicar Amelia, Bloodstarved Beast, Father Gascoigne. Oh, these are separate. Gascoigne and then Gascoigne Transformed. And then Cleric Beast. So those are potential enemies in this campaign. So we'll see. We will see. Start a round, refill to 3 cards. Advance, hunt, track. I don't think you do that on the first turn. On a turn, perform actions, and then, enemies will do their thing. So, let us begin by revealing the introduction card. Now I will read lore to spice up, to pepper our playthrough. Of the monsters created by the beast plague, the scourge beasts are the most reviled. Once human, these terrible monstrosities are fast, agile, and lethal. As of late, more and more of these beasts have begun appearing in central Yharnam, and thus we have been tasked with discovering the source of their increasing numbers, as well as eliminating as many as possible. So there you go. The scene is set. We've got this mission card here. This is how it works, is the Long Hunt, Chapter 1, Missions. Start of the hunt, reveal card 1. And then we're just going to do whatever the cards say while we try to complete our missions. And so here's some other checkpoints. If we uncover the tile that is Courtyard Lamp, and we land on it, boom, then we reveal card 5. So that's kind of our first goal, or one of our goals. And then there's some other things. End a move on the occupied house, reveal card 8, blah, 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 blah. We'll just go down the list as things happen. So, first thing we do is reveal card 1. Hunt mission. Source of the Scourge. We must take to the streets of central Yharnam. The number of Scourge beasts grows, and we must leave no area unchecked and uncleansed. We should also gather what information we can from the surviving townsfolk. Perhaps they can grant us insight into the cause of this sudden infestation. It's kind of like choose your own adventure, right? So, the bottom of this card says, end a move on the central lamp tile after you have collected at least 2 insight. And then, if we do that, we get to reveal card 2. I'm so excited. I'm sorry, but we gotta do it first. The way that you gain insight is from completing basically side missions. There will be insight missions that we can learn about. So, we don't know of any right now, as far as I know. I'm gonna put this under here. Production. So, now we just gotta uncover tiles. We gotta try and find either the Courtyard Lamp, the occupied house, or the ransacked house. The way that we do that is we play the game. Here we go, drawing 3 cards. Alright, I got a basic attack. I got draw 1. So if I were to attack, I could draw 1 if I play this into that attack slot. I would draw 1 card. That would happen immediately. Stagger. Again, if I use that in an attack slot that's faster, that'll interrupt the enemy's basic attack. Or +1 damage. Pretty self-explanatory, right? However, I do need to think about using these for my actions. Because you have to spend a card to do anything. If I want to move, I can move 2 spots, but that costs me a card. I'm gonna get rid of... I'm gonna get rid of Stagger. Because I'm at full health. There's not even any enemies on the board, so I'm not too concerned. I'm gonna play it. It goes into the discard pile here. And I'm gonna move. So let's do it. I don't need this blue marker. This shows you which player's which, blah, blah, blah. Central Lamp here has 3 possible, locations. There's the left, kind of tall, narrow section, middle, and the right. So that's 1 movement. This is 1 movement. I can move twice with 1 card. So I'll move this way. And that means we reveal a tile. CC is probably not okay because I don't think it's running. Let me open it. I think I should be able to right here. Hold it. Hold it. Uh-oh. Where is it, though? Where is it? Hold on. CC. CC. Let me open this bad boy up real quick. Sorry, we're turning on closed captions for, there we go. Hard of hearing and deaf users, so they can follow along as well. Wow, after we did all that explanation. Well, that's no bueno. Well, it's on now, so hopefully that helps. Anyways, we just played a stagger card. We're going to use that for movement. And we have drawn... Did I put it down somewhere else? Or is this the one? I think this is the one. We have drawn Courtyard Lamp. Explain again. Okay. Okay, I put it back on the pile. So Courtyard Lamp, we can choose. This is an exit. This is an exit slash entrance. That's an exit slash entrance. We can choose how to orient it. I'm going to put it, like this. Boing. Now, there are no other symbols on that tile, so there's no monsters to spawn, and there's also no consumables to go pick up. So, I have 2 other cards. I don't necessarily want to end my turn here, because there's more that I could do. We could do more exploration. However, our first quest is to end a move on the Courtyard Lamp tile. I can move somewhere else and then move back. The problem of that is if I spawn an enemy, they do have rules for pursuing you. So if I aggro an enemy, I would have to use both of these to get there and then come back. And then I would have no cards to defend myself or attack with. So, I mean, we could say, hey, I've got my Evelyn. I can use that just to ward him off for a turn and then kill him next turn. It could also be 2 enemies. Let's go for it. Let's go for it, because that's the exciting thing to do, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to spend another card. I'm spending my... You know what? I'm going to spend my plus damage card. I'm going to hold on to my draw 1. Because if I decide to fight... Well, actually, if I decide to fight, I want damage. Never mind. Make up your mind, Lobus. Okay, so I discarded a card that gives me 2 movement. Let's see what's next. Uh-oh. Well. Okay, so I can decide how to orient this. So this has an enemy. That's an enemy spawn. However, that, I believe, is a consumable item. So, I can put it so that I have actually moved into the item room. Or I can put it such that we're stepping in there with the enemy. I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to try and take out this enemy. See, we're already having to make the choice if we want to kill more enemies or end on the Courtyard Lamp tile and progress the mission. But I think killing enemies is probably a good idea, so there we go. 1, 2. And what enemy spawns is determined here. Here, I'll show you. Here are the enemies that are in the campaign or this chapter. They've got icons up here, and those icons determine what enemy is spawned. Great, it's a Scourge Beast. Great, so that's just fancy. That's fantastic. Now it's time to bust out the minis. So, yeah. Minis. Cat is unpainted, of course. I have not had any time or opportunity to get them painted or have somebody paint them for me. But there he is. Scourge Beast. Is there no more music? Or is it just at a lull? Yeah, it's just at a lull. Okay. Scourge Beast! Wow. He's a big boy. He is an big boy. It's at a lull. It's a nice ass model. He does have a nice ass. Yeah, I'll give him that. Okay, so at this point, here's what I've got. I've got my attack card, which is kind of what we were planning on. I could still move. I can run away from this guy. However, he will pursue me, and he will be able to attack me. So if I spend my only card to attack, or I could move there, use my Evelyn this turn, and complete the mission. or progress the mission. What do you think, chat? Do we kill him right now using this card, or we try and do some double damage? No, you don't actually use the draw Sturm. If you're discarding for an action, you don't get the results of that. Let him kill you. Bloodborne is all about the aggro. Okay, we're going to attack him. People are wanting to attack, so let's do this. Here's how this works. I'm going to attack this dude with my action. So I get to choose here. We'll take a look now, since this is our first attack. Important. These are our attacks. Quick stab, 3 speed. That's what the arrows mean. 1 damage. 2 speed, 2 damage. 2 speed, 2 damage. This has a special. Each time you clear a slot, deal 1 damage to an enemy in your space. That's pretty cool. If we were to transform, I think that activates like for every slot that's full, right? I mean, that makes sense to me. You show enemy card at top. Oh, yeah, you're right. No, it's not that guy. No, it's not that guy. There you go. It's that guy. Scourge Beast. So here's the enemy's attacks, right? Compared to our attacks. We've got 3 speed and then 2 slower with a little bit more damage. 2 damage each. And the enemy's attack is going to be determined by this shuffled enemy action deck. Come on. There you go. So we'll either do we'll either do his basic attack, his special, or he'll use his ability, Feral Rage there, which we'll take a look at if it happens. So in determining what attack I want to do, we can look at his health. That is the number in the top right. So 4 health. You get blood echoes for defeating enemies. 4 health. Well, even with this +1, the max that I can do is 3. So, crap. And I don't need to worry about speed because I'm not trying to counter him or anything, and I won't be able to kill him before he gets his attack off. So, I'm just going to put this in one of the slower slash attacks. So that's going to get +1 damage. And there's no RNG really when it comes to the combat. So I'm going to hit him for 3. We have to find out what he does. Ready? Yes, a card is 2 movement. I took 2 movement both times, Jurg. Because from the courtyard lamp, I was here, and I had to move 1 across this white line, and then 1 into here. So, unless I'm misunderstanding what you guys are saying. You get more cards at the beginning of your turn, Gray Math. But that's it. You got to use those 3 for the whole thing. Okay. This is like when you play a Souls game for the first time all over again. Yeah. We go slow now, we can kill him with fast. That is true. That is true. But we have to find out what he does. So let's see. Zoom. And going into the big tile, 1 movement. Yes. So I spent 2 movement. You're not getting anything on CC. I see it running. I'll refresh it. Let's see. Okay, I've refreshed. I'm not sure. It shouldn't be dependent on my PC or whatever. You get 2 movement with 2 cards. You move twice, but spend 2 cards, so 4 movements. Yes, I moved 4 times. I started here. I moved once here. As you can see here, maybe I didn't explain it well enough. These white lines indicate movement barriers. So to move from the middle here to here is 1. So I went 1 and then 2 into the next tile. And then we wound up over here where there's the white lines again. I was in the middle because I came through this doorway. I moved 1, 2. So that is how the movement works. And I had 1 card left, which I saved for an attack. So Scourge Beast is using a basic. So that's good. Basic attack for Scourge Beast, as you can see up there, is Quick Swipe, which is fast. It doesn't really matter. Although I have the option right now to expend my Evelyn, which says, when an enemy makes a basic attack, automatically stagger that enemy. And we would just avoid that damage. And I don't see why we shouldn't do that just to try and avoid some damage. We will refresh this. Every weapon, I think, has their own refresh criteria. But on the Hunter turn, you can discard a card or 1 Blood Echo to refresh. So that will save us 2 damage, which is 1/3 of our health. We have 6 health total right here. So I'm going to do that. Automatically stagger him. Now this is on cooldown. We can't use the Evelyn until we refresh it. But we deal 2 damage to the boy. So let me slap this over here. Boop, boop. Damaged for 2. And he's got 4 total health. We didn't take any damage. And we're out of cards. So that is the end of our turn. Oh, you're right. You're right. Sorry, it is 3. Yep. We did the +1 damage. Thank you. We did the +1. So he took 3 damage. He's only 1 damage off. So we can quick stab for a kill next round. No problemo, yeah? Yeah. So let me just make sure, but I'm pretty sure that ends the turn. And what that would do is we just progress the track, the hunt track, and we start the turn all over again. And that's basically how the turns work, right? Transforming your weapon requires to discard a card, El Raken, and, well, I don't have any cards. But I will. Enemy activation. Oh, wait, is there an attack on enemy activation? Let me see. Oh, they do get an attack, I think. Well, I'm glad I used the Evelyn then, because the enemy's going to get an attack. Once a Hunter turn is completed, enemies that are within activation range. What activation range means is if they are on my tile or a connected tile. If he was over here, he would not activate. But he's on my tile, so yes, he's going to activate. So, what may have been a more prudent idea was to keep the draw 1. Because now that I realize I'm going to attack and he's going to attack, I could have kept the draw 1, done an attack, and then I would have had a card to do another attack now. But now I ain't got jack. So I'm just going to take a hit. That's it. Now you have to end a turn Epion on Courtyard Lamp. Oh, wait. I don't think I have to end a turn. I think I just have to end a move. Let's resolve that after this fight. It says end a move on the Courtyard Lamp. We're learning. Sorry about that. You get a new cards at the beginning of your turn. But if there's a lot of enemies, you're going to be out of cards for a while, probably. It's tough, okay? It's tough. It's Bloodborne, the card game. I mean, the board game. Sorry, not the card game. That's here. That's the card game. So, the enemies get 2 attacks per turn. They get 1 chance to attack, but any combat, both participants get to attack. Right? I'll confirm that. Maybe. That was what I gleaned from when I went over the rules before. Combat, blah, blah, blah. Either the hunter attacks an enemy during their hunter turn, or an enemy attacks a hunter during enemy activation. In either case, combats are resolved the same way. Resolve attacks. Yeah. So I think there's 2 attacks going on here. Seemed odd to let the enemy attack twice as often. I could attack now too. I'm just out of cards. I played my cards wrong. So I also could have gotten the second attack. I'm out. I'm out of cards. Whoops. My bad. Thanks for the resubs, by the way. I don't have alerts on and everything. Thank you, Nakin, and anybody else. So it's Lobos bad at the game. Yes. Now you're thinking with portals. Okay, so this boy's going to attack, which means we need to draw another enemy action card. Oh, good, I think. Oh. I don't know if you could hear that beep. That was a coffee. It's another basic attack. All right. Probably our best bet there. Basic attack again, 3 speed, 2 damage. This time we're actually taking the damage, so we're gonna bleed. Blah! Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. And that's the enemy activation round. Now the turn resets, which now we take the hunter marker, or the whole hunt, move it up 1. By the way, in 3 turns, I think that guy's going to respawn, so we should be wary of that. And I believe it is full-on respawn, not just heal enemies that are damaged and on the board. I think it's a full respawn, so yay. Yay. Beginning of my turn, I can discard as many cards as I want. I don't have any. And we redraw up to 3. Boom. Now. Oh, okay, so here's what I got. Sorry. Thinking. So I got 2 dodges, and a stagger. What's cool about dodge is you play it in one of these slots for your weapon, but then you immediately take it back. So it does not fill up that slot, if the rules read correctly. No, 3 cards. I mean, no, I don't think you can actually. There might be outstanding circumstances that allow you to have 3 cards in your hand, but that's what you draw up to at the beginning. So I think you do dodge and attack, and you also get your card back. But that seems kind of OP. Doesn't that seem OP? Can't you just keep dodging and attacking? Let me read about dodge here. Combat. Stat boosts and effects. 19. Dodging is OP, though. See page 20? Dodge. Okay. Once an enemy action card is revealed, the hunter has a chance to dodge. If you have a card with a dodge keyword in your hand, you may place it in an enemy attack slot, an empty attack slot of your trick weapon at the same speed as the enemy or faster. So same or faster. If you dodge, your hunter evades the enemy attack entirely. However, dodging does not prevent event effects that do not directly impact your hunter, such as the enemy moving or dealing damage to another hunter. Also note that dodging does not impact the hunter's own attack in any way. So the dodge, I think, is played as a counter, and then it goes into the discard pile instead of back to your hand or whatever. Yeah. So that would require 2 cards, right? If I'm thinking correctly, we would use a card to attack, and then whenever he attacks, if it's a basic attack or whatever, I can dodge, and then we would dodge it. After you draw the enemy action. Okay, cool. The text at the bottom is an ability for doing specific actions in a set order. So if when we pull the enemy action card, it says ability, then we do what it says at the bottom of the card. So let's see here. We've got quick stab for the win. And I assume I can play a dodge as an attack card? Maybe not, though. Because, maybe not. Meant for you on your character. You can? Oh, shit. My character deals 1 time every time you clear the attack slot. Yes, I do. I do. You can. Okay. Well, then this is going to be overkill because on my turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a dodge here. Boop. I'm going to use it on Quick Stab. It's a 3-speed attack, and it deals 1 damage. And then dodge also clears this slot. We still have to see what the enemy action is, right? Oh, maybe not. Well, we do have to see what it is, right? Because it depends on the speed. Well, let's see what his action is. Oh, it's basic. Praise the sun. So there's more basics than everything else. So that's more likely to happen in any combat. The special and the ability are rarer. So we got a basic. His speed on his basic attack. Oh, it is 3. Dang. But so I guess our actions go at the same time. However, I can play dodge and dodge it? Is that right? And then both of these clear? Maybe it only clears if you actually dodge. If you actually perform the dodge action. Yeah, the second one clears. That makes sense. Isn't what too slow? Both of our attacks are 3. Quick stab is 3 for me, and his attack is 3. Oh, the dodge was too slow. You're right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you are absolutely right on that. So let's retroactively. Dodge cards clear even if you use them for attack? You serious, bruh? Well, that's OP. That's OP. That's OP, my man. The text under your attack is for your abilities. The text under your attack is for your abilities. Yes. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I'm sorry. The card effect happens as it's played in the attack slot. Are you saying that we can dodge and quick stab with the 1 card? Put dodge on the first slot, you need a match or exceed the extremity, and use second dodge to refresh Evelyn. You think so? Yeah. Okay, well then that is, if we're gonna go with that rule. No, as soon as it's cleared, it discards. But dodge happens as part of the attack, right? I think that's what we're saying. I'll reference here. So many rules. It's just getting, little edge cases smoothed out. 20 says dodge. Okay. Hunter has a chance to dodge. Resolve attacks. Once it is known which attack both the hunter and the enemy are utilizing, it is time to perform those attacks. It says very explicitly at the bottom, dodging does not impact the hunter's own attack in any way. But I think text on the under attack that tells you what's on the other side. Yeah, exactly. Commit attack, enemy action, dodge, phase, resolve. Yeah, so we do need to play 2. We need to play 2. I think is what we're saying here. So I'm gonna attack with quick stab. So it's if we are retconning. I'm gonna attack with slash. Cause he's gonna be as fast as me at least when I attack. So we're both gonna hit regardless. And then we flipped his thing. He goes basic attack. All right, cool. Oh wait, I could have. We're gonna play it like that for now. And then basic attack. So now I can choose. Oh, I'm gonna dodge with 3 speed. That matches his attack speed. So the dodge succeeds. We deal 2 damage to him. And he dies. Blech. Because he had 4 health, we dealt 3. Blech. And I believe we collect 1 blood echo. Only 1. For defeating this enemy. I'll confirm, but I'm pretty sure it's just 1. Yeah, technically I cleared a slot and dealt 3 damage. I didn't go as much into detail because he only had 1 health. But yes, you are correct. You are correct. You need the second card. I guess no. I had to declare an attack before I dodged. So I did, and we're just going to go ahead and take that. A hunter loses all the blood echoes if they're slain. Yes, enemy slain. If an enemy suffers the amount of damage equal to HP, the enemy is slain. Hunter who killed it gains 1 blood echo. The enemy is removed from the map. So there it is. There it is. With that, Scourge Beast is destroyed. Yes, you could not attack, wait to dodge, and deal damage with your weapon. That would be an optimal choice, but I did not do that. And I am accepting, because we've already retconned one thing, I'm accepting that loss. I have 1 card, and, oh, we ended up not having to actually end our turn on Courtyard Lamp. All we had to do was move on to it. So now we're going to resolve that. Let's do it. End a move on the Courtyard Lamp, according to the chapter card here. As... you can see these are our missions here. The first one being, end a move on the Courtyard Lamp. We reveal card 5. Well, let's see. Here's the big-ass campaign deck. Pull out card 5. So those cards need to be in order. One of those games. Insight mission acquired. On the hunt. Let me drink some water. I've been talking a lot. Insight mission. On the hunt. Entering, you find a large mob of townsfolk, all gathered around a blazing pyre constructed in the center of the courtyard. Upon it lie the bodies of numerous scourge beasts. Suddenly from behind you hear shouting, "More infected!" as the mob begins to surround you. Oh boy. Okay, so there's a couple things that happen here. Reveal card 6. I guess we'll do that in order. Here we go. Card 6. How many cards is this going to have us reveal? Card 6 says, Horde! Place 1 insight token on this card. And then there's rules if there's more than 3 hunters. There's only 1. When the hunter mob would be slain, instead remove 1 token and heal all damage from it. And then all tokens are returned when the blood moon happens. So we basically have to kill it twice. That's what I'm getting from this. Yeah. So what's going to happen is, as part of this event or this mission, they're going to spawn a hunter mob on us, I think. And then we're going to have to kill it pretty much twice. Yeah, the insight token is an extra health bar. I think that's just to represent that there's more than... it's a big mob of people. So let's get the miniature for the mob. Ah, here they are. Here they are. How messed up your brains? Yeah, that's them. Alright, so mom. He played red and red. These look tasty. So, now we'll go back to the insight mission card that says, surround the courtyard lamp tile with fog gates. So if we had played this correctly, we would have been trapped in this room. So, where's our fog gates? Here we go. There are fog gate tiles. This is kind of like a mini boss encounter or something. So, blank, fog gate, plant, fog gate, and, oh. Just for the sake of this, we're going to say that we moved back in here. I'm going to be ultra gimped because I'm out of cards now. Yeah. So, okay. Well, I'm paying for it. But that's okay. Maybe we'll die and then start a new game. We'll see. So now there's fog gates there. Spawn 1 hunter mob on its lantern space. I would have been on the lantern. So, hunter mob. It's all your fault. It responds to this space when the blood moon track hits. This is already getting messy. Real messy. Complete this mission by slaying this hunter mob. And if we do that, we get to reveal a card. Hopefully, get some rewards. So, cool. Let's take a look at the hunter mob's abilities here. There you go, 9. So, they deal 2 damage. Oh boy. We've already used a bunch of the basic attacks from the enemy action deck. So, they're likely to get some stronger attacks here. But, yeah. We don't have any way to defend. I've got no cards. I used my Evelyn. That's not true. I could, as part of the Evelyn refresh requirements, I could discard 1 Blood Echo to refresh. You draw cards at the beginning of your turn, Jurgi. We already did that. We used them to kill the Scourge Beast, and then we moved into the Courtyard Lamp. So I could, use the Echo to refresh. And then that would allow us to not attack as part of our turn, but then when they attack on their turn, we can defend against them. So I think that's probably a good idea. Alternatively, we can get hit on this turn, not worry about it, and then on next turn, go back to the Hunter's Dream, spin the Echo, and then have a card upgrade. That's true. The basic and special will deal 2 damage. So their ability, if their ability were to come up, their next attack would gain 1 speed and 1 damage, which means they would deal 3 damage, which still is enough to kill us. Did I reveal card 6 after reading card 5? Yes, I did. That is the Horde card over here, which I didn't do it yet, but it gets an insight token, which I've got over here. Boop. That acts as an extra health bar for the mob here. Horde! I think I'm going to do what I just explained. We're not going to recharge the Evelyn. I'm instead going to sit here, not hit my dodge button for whatever reason, and I'm going to end my turn. Let's see if we regret this. Their turn is up. So, as part of their activation, they move towards a hunter, and then they can attack, which they're already right next to me, so they're going to attack. Let's pull their enemy action card. Special. Okay. Special means 2 damage, 2 speed, and then stagger and stun. Stagger would cancel one of our attacks. We're not attacking anyways. Uh-oh. What does stun do? I think stun... Does that add an extra damage? Hold on. Hold on. That card... Stun! When a hunter suffers stun, they must discard 1 stat card from their hand. If they cannot, they instead suffer 1 damage. Well, guess what? I'm out of cards, buddy. So, that's an extra damage. So we're taking 3 damage. We're down to 1 health. We're down to 1 health there. It is 1 to 4 player game. Sonat keys? Yes. But that's the end of their turn. All right? So that means that it's a new turn, which means that we move the hunter track over here. And then we draw 3 more cards. We're getting close to that respawn point. Okay, so Here's what we can do. We want to go back to the dream, right? Because I want to spend this echo. I want to not die. I pretty much don't want to attack because it's likely he can hit us and kill us. However, I can transform my weapon and clear these 2 slots in order to deal 2 damage. Because that's the special on our Holy Blade. Each time you clear a slot, deal 1 damage to 1 enemy in your space. So, in order to transform, we do have to discard a card, but that's no problem. Let me think about turn order and whatnot. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to transform. That clears both slots. Boom, boom, boom. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, that's my hand. My discard. Deal 2 damage to these boys. How much health do they have? 4? Okay. All right. Here's the nice thing is the place that this happened is on a lantern. So after we come back from the Hunter's Dream, we can just spawn right here and throw all our cards at him in order to wreck him. You can't Evelyn anymore now that you have only 1 HP right. I don't need to Evelyn. The HP has no effect on Evelyn. The way to refresh it is discard a card or Blood Echo. But what I know, as far as I know, is when we go back to the Hunter's Dream, everything resets. So that means our Evelyn will reset, our HP will reset, and you clear all slots from your weapon. And I think you can even choose your transform on your weapon, which now technically, since I transformed, we're here. We're on the big heavy boy. Ooh, 4 damage, huh? I think I have a plan for what I want to do. Yeah, okay, let's see. So, I'm spending a card. Boop. And we're going back to the dream. That's Firelink music. No. The other music also starts with... Actually, we've got the soundtrack playing, don't we? We could just put on the Hunter's Dream music. Where is that? Oh, the soundtrack's almost over. Hunter's Dream. There you go. Look at that. Themed music. Themed music. Okay. Now, as part of our trip to the dream, we can spend our... Actually, we have to spend our Blood Echoes. That is a requirement. So, I'm spending a Blood Echo. And what this allows us to do is choose from one of the available upgrade cards. Remember these cards we were using to do our attacks and stuff? Well, now we can choose an upgraded version of one of those and swap it in for one of the poopy ones, one of the basic ones. So we've got here, on dodge, heal 1, and also heal 1, and then clear this or any other slot. That's neat. A little bit of, staying out in the field longer and also some choice clearing. We've got stagger plus draw 1, which again, if we are faster than them, stagger will cancel their basic attack. And then we've got agile. This has stagger and +1 speed to the attack. So with that, we could get 4 speed and pretty much guarantee, unless they have a buff, pretty much guarantee that we're going to interrupt their attack, which is really nice. Or visceral, which is stagger and +1 damage. I like the idea of stagger with the speed up. Just so that we make sure that we stagger. The heal is nice. I don't know that 1 health is going to turn the tide. It certainly could. And the option to clear another slot is cool too. Personally, I think speed is very important because if you kill the thing or if you interrupt the thing, they don't get that attack, right? And possibly that stops them from dealing subsequent attacks. So I'm going to take Agile. And I have to swap this out for another card. Additionally, I believe all of our hand cards, our deck, will shuffle back together. And we do have to swap one out. So I'm going to swap out just a regular stagger because that's what it's replacing. It's the same kind of card, except it's got stagger and then +1 speed on it. So going for speed. Stagger, goodbye. Stagger +1 speed. You're in. All right. Now we'll shuffle these. What do you guys think so far? We got one mission. We killed the dude. We're doing all right. Pretty cool. We are... Oh, so as part of going to the Hunter's Dream, by the way, that does progress the hunt track. So we are one off from everything respawning. Although I think if we kill this mob, the mob will not respawn. I believe that's part of an event. So the only things that will respawn, I believe, are things that there are markers on the board for. So just that Scourge Beast that we already killed, I believe, will respawn. But hey, that means more Blood Echoes, right? More Blood Echoes. Yeah, there's co-op, up to 4 people. 1 to 4 players with this. Okay. I've been shuffling this. Shuffling. We do heal back up, of course. So let's get back up to our 6 HP. Boop, boop. Ta-da! And then I get to choose. Well, we do refresh our Evelyn. Thank you, Hunter's Dream. And I also get to choose our trick weapon status. Okay. I think I'm going to... Oh, this is cool. Okay, so I didn't look at this yet. But we're transformed right now. I'm going to stay transformed. And there's a couple reasons why. He's got 2 health left, and then he will regenerate back up to 4 health. And so this is perfect. If we deal that 2 damage, and then we deal the 4 damage, he'll be dead for good. He won't respawn. GG. Mission complete, right? So, in addition, here, after attacking with Combo Slash, may transform weapon for free. So that will also allow us to immediately clear and move to this track. Now, I don't think we get this bonus of clearing to deal damage, because that is specific to the untransformed weapon, as opposed to transformed state. So, that, I think, is the plan. I'm going to draw my 3 cards. We did not get our upgrade. That is a shame. It's a shame. But what I did get is basic +1 damage. I got stagger, and then we've got basic draw 1. So I think the draw 1 is probably what we're going to end up doing. So the upgrade card that we took does get replaced. So now we can get a new upgrade card. Ooh, okay, so this is a different type of attack. It's leaping. So +1 attack, and may make a move action before using this card to attack. Interesting. Huh. That seems kind of use casey, right? Because in order to be declaring an attack, I think you have to be in the in the square with an enemy, right? So I guess if there were 2 enemies in adjacent squares, you could use this to jump across that square. Yeah, co-op kind of thing. If you're in a spot with one and your buddy's in a spot next to you with one, you can jump over and help and start helping him out. That's neat. Or you could just choose to attack like a weaker enemy if they're about to respawn or whatever. So that's cool. Okay, so that's on the upgrade track. We don't have that yet. If we get some blood echoes, we can choose to buy that if we want to. Okay. And as part of leaving the hunter's dream, you can travel to any location that has a lantern, which, how convenient. That's right there, where those boys are at. I sure hope that the hunter track... Well, I guess it... You know, I don't know that it will move the track again. Okay, so whether or not you die or you choose to go to the hunter's dream, player's turn is over, and then you advance the hunt track. Blah, 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 blah. Combine them into a deck. We did all that. At the beginning of the next round, the player will refill their hand as usual. On their turn, they may select which side they want their trick weapon to begin on, and then place their miniature on any space containing a lamp, playing their turn as you. No, I'm not stressed at all. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I'm learning. And this is awesome. I'm trying to just keep things as clear as possible so that you guys can follow along. And did you get the full game plus all the... I don't think I got all the expansions. I got these 3 up here. Margot's Lofts, Chalice Dungeon, and whatever the heck this other one is. It says Bloodborne the board game. It's probably something else. Lamps covered by broken lamp tokens cannot be used by hunters. They may not return to that space from the hunter's dream. Ooh, damn. It does not have a broken lamp token, though. Luckily. Okay. So we're back. It's the start of a new turn. We've got our cards. We're going to try and kill this guy before the respawn happens. Because I don't think he will respawn. Yeah, I might be wrong about that, but I don't think he will. And to do that, conveniently, we are on our transformed weapon, which will deal 2 and then 4 damage if we do so. So, as long as he doesn't dodge, which I don't think he can do, he should die before the reset happens. Read fog gates again, they break lamps. Oh. Fog gates, page 24. Oh. Sometimes a mission card will require to surround a tile with fog gates. These are special tokens used to isolate that tile from the rest of the map. When instructed, place a fog gate token covering each exit on that tile. If the tile has a lamp, cover it with a broken lamp token. Got it. While a tile is surrounded with fog gates, the following rules apply. Hunters may enter a tile surrounded with fog gates, but may never leave. What? Oh, except by going to the hunter's room. Okay. That's what we did. I was going to say. Enemies cannot enter or exit a tile surrounded with fog gates. If pursuing a hunter, they will stop in the space adjacent to that tile. Enemies ignore all hunters separated from them by fog gates when they activate. Enemies not listed under that mission card do not spawn on that tile when the fog gates are active. Fog gates are only removed when the mission card that created them is completed or when specifically instructed. When the fog gate is removed, also remove any broken lamp tokens. Okay, so it's not a big deal because we can move in there and then do our attacks. Luckily, because the other lamp is right here. So that, unfortunately, is where we have to spawn. Where's the broken lamp token? I don't think there's many of those. Oh, here we go. There's a little X. Sorry. Unavailable. Okay. So we've spawned here. Okay, well that means I have to spend a card in order to move into there. We don't need the damage. So... But we also... I don't think we can stagger, right? I think stagger has to be faster. Or is it the same speed or faster? Let's see about stagger. Attacks that have the stagger effect cancel any opposing attack with a slower speed. Yep. So we have to be faster if we want to stagger, and unfortunately we cannot do that. So stagger is useless here. Unless they get slowed down or we get sped up, and we don't have that speed up card. So I'm sacrificing stagger. Boop. Discard. That's going to allow us to move from here. 1, 2. In through that fog gate where these bad boys are at. Okay. Now we got 2 cards. That means either 2 attacks or... however, I do have the Evelyn. I forgot. I've got the Evelyn. So we can counter a basic attack if he's got one. That's nice. I'm going to drink this water here. That is me changing the camera, yes. I am my own producer. I wouldn't make somebody be here just to change the camera. For what? Like, however many hours we're going to be here? No, this is an official thing. I mean, it's not fan-made. It's officially licensed. Okay, so now we're going to make 2 attacks on him. My first attack, I'll do draw 1. That gives us, card draw, which will allow us more options. So I'm going to opt to say I am basic attacking with a draw 1. I believe allows us to immediately draw. Let's see what we got. We got a dodge. That's good. Dodge needs to be the same speed or faster in order to dodge an attack. So, what are they doing? We're going to have to see. They are... We pulled their enemy action card. Okay, it's special. So, that means that we cannot stagger with Evelyn. Because Evelyn only staggers on a basic attack. Rip! Rip. Okay. But that's fine. They're doing their special attack. Oh, God. Ooh, it's a good thing I drew one. Okay, so they're gonna stagger. Stagger only works if they're faster, which they're not. We're the same speed. Phew, good reason, good thing we did the 2 attack. Is there 1 card left? There's 1 card left. I think we know what that card is. Yeah. Oh, if they get their special attack when we try to do our 4, our big overhead slam, they're gonna cancel that. Because I won't have a card to... Okay. Alright, anyways. So I've declared that I'm attacking with this. We pulled their special attack. We are the same speed, so we deal the same... We just attack each other, and there's... at the same time. So that means that I take 2 damage. His stagger fails. Oh. His stagger fails because it's not faster. Taking 2 damage here. His stun, however, I believe it says that if you have a card if you discard a card, stun does nothing. If you don't, then you take 1 damage. 1 extra damage. So I think I do need to clear that. Because his ability will add an extra damage. So if I get down to 3 damage and he hits me after his ability has gone off, that will kill me. So I need to discard. I'm discarding the dodge in order to not take that extra stun damage. From what you read earlier, that is not a choice. What is not a choice? Stun? Are you saying stun? Oh, you have to discard. Oh, I see. Or be stunned. I get you. Okay. We're doing that anyways, but that's good. When a hunter suffers stun, they must discard one stat card. If they cannot, they instead suffer a damage. Yes, you're right. You're right. Thank you for clarifying that. But we did discard that dodge. We didn't take the extra damage. That combat is done. So... Whew. All right, hopefully he does not stagger. Hopefully he does not get a special after this. But here's what's happening. As part of my last action, I am opting for overhead slam, super slow attack. It's 1 speed. It's going to do an extra damage, which doesn't matter. Oh, by the way, sorry, I did not deal the damage to him, which will trigger the mission thing, which is to remove all of the damage they've taken and remove that insight token. So we've gotten through one of their health bars that this mission has given them. And now we just need to do 4 damage, which is why I'm doing that big overhead slam. So I say, I'm using overhead slam. I'm going to slam this buddy. And he gets to get an action as part of that combat. Ability. All right. Now what ability says, if you didn't notice, the guy we're fighting is up here. Ability says, flip another enemy action. We're actually out of enemy actions now, so I'm reshuffling the action deck. Flip an enemy action. Hunter's mob's next attack gains 1 speed and 1 damage. Now, luckily... Oh, jeez. Actually... Oh, God. Yeah, so 3 damage is fine. We have 4 health. The problem... Oh, it's better be a basic attack. If it's a special, the stun is going to deal extra damage, too. So that'll be 4, so we're dead. So... In theory, we could also get another ability card and stack more damage on there. That would suck. If we die, we go to the Hunter's Dream, we drop all Blood Echoes, and we lose our turn, basically. Which is bad, because this is a timed game. Okay. All right. Shuffling. Okay, it all comes down to this. Odds are it's a basic attack. Yes! Okay. Basic attack. Suckers! All right, so they're getting a basic attack. I can even use the Evelyn to stagger them if we want. Otherwise, the plan would be take the damage, head back to the Hunter's Dream again. But that could be a waste. So I think I'm going to use my Evelyn. Boom. Evelyn it just says when an enemy makes a basic attack, automatically stagger that enemy. So that doesn't rely on our attack speed or anything. So we stagger him, and that counters his attack, which means that we don't take damage. However, we do deal 5 damage with overhead slam. He's got no insight token on here. And we kill Hunter Mob. Excellent. Nice. Well played. Put him over here for now. The upgrade card that I took is a stagger card with +1 speed, which is important because if your attack is not faster than their attack, then your stagger does nothing. Okay, so as part of our trick weapon, interesting. Only after attacking with combo slash may we transform weapon for free. So we actually cannot do that right now. That's okay, though. We got what we wanted, and we killed the dude. Now let me pull out this insight mission, which is what we had the whole time, to kill these dudes. On 100 mob. Wait. Okay, I think if we complete this mission, then it will no longer respawn on Blood Moon. But let's see. Complete this mission by slaying this hunter mob. We did it. Reveal card 7. Let's read. Get out of here, stupid hunter mob. On the hunt. Distribute the hand lantern reward and the Ludwig's rifle firearm among the hunters. Let's see what that means. These are reward cards, I believe. We're looking for hand lantern. So these reward cards are reusable. There's hand lantern. They're not one-time use, but they're kind of like the Evelyn, I think, in that they need to refresh, and then you can use them again. See what hand lantern does? Hunter turn, teleport to any lantern space. Okay, nice. All right, so that's good for movement. This hunting accessory provides light while leaving both hands free to hold weapons. All right, so now we've got hand lantern, boom. Where's our inventory? I don't know. Over here, sure. Hit them and teleport away. So this, you can do this during hunter turn. I don't think it's eligible in the middle of combat. I could be wrong, but I think what it is that attacking is an action, and that action needs to resolve before you can perform another action. So I don't think we can do it in the middle of combat. At least that's how I'm going to interpret it. So cool. Also, we get Ludwig's rifle. So let's see Ludwig's rifle. Over here is a big pile of firearms. I found Ludwig's rifle. But there's also things like cannon, hunter blunderbuss, although that's probably a starting card. Flame sprayer. There's cannon. Rosmarinus. Repeating pistol. Let's see. Ludwig's rifle. We can only have one firearm. So I think we need to choose here. When an enemy moves into your space, deal 2 damage to that enemy? Oh. And then in order to refresh it, discard 2 cards to refresh. Okay. So this, interesting. This is kind of an interesting way you could avoid combat, but still deal damage, right? Because the way that enemy movement works is if I move out of a space where there was an enemy, it gets 1 movement of pursuit. So I think I could move 1 space away from that enemy. It would move into my spot, and then I would deal 2 damage. When they move in your space, they also attack you? Well, but that's the thing, is... are you talking about as pursuit, freeloader? Or is that activation? Let's see here. Where is pursuit? Is it a trivial pursuit? Enemies in pursuit, page 14. If during a move action, a hunter exits a space or tile containing enemies, at the end of that hunter's move, those enemies will immediately pursue the hunter. Move 1 space following the same path the hunter took. Other non-pursuing enemies or hunters do not interfere with enemy pursuit. There's nothing about attacking. Yeah. So they will only move. Bonk, Sportrix, Lobos. Oh. All right. Yeah, so you could use that to get extra damage. Cost to recharge Ludwig's rifle is 2/3 of your hand, not worth it. If you can avoid an entire combat in Figgins, it is absolutely worth it. Especially if you're already planning on going back to the Hunter's Dream, which automatically refreshes your firearm, or, yeah, a lot of things. So, the question is, do we take that and replace our interrupting Evelyn? Evelyn is good for sustain. It, one thing to note is Evelyn is currently exhausted. So we would have to do something in order to refresh it. Oh, I didn't take a blood echo for killing that hunter mob. Oh, we definitely killed it. That's a blood echo. And we could use movement to get Ludwig's rifle to kick some butt. Evelyn means no damage. The other is 2 damage, but you will get hit. Not necessarily. That's what I'm trying to say, though. You can move around in such a way that... Here's a scenario. Here's a scenario. Pretend I'm here, right? And Hunter's Mob is here. Hunter's Mob has 4 health. Okay? It's the start of my turn. I have 3 cards. I move once. I choose to only move 1 spot. He, as part of the AI actions, pursues me. Boom. He moves into my space. I activate Ludwig's rifle. 2 damage. Then I spend 2. Watch this. Watch this. I spend 2 of my cards, my last 2 cards in my hand, because I used 1 for movement, right? I play those last 2 cards to refresh Ludwig's rifle. Now I use the hand lantern to teleport. Actually, I don't know if that counts for pursuit. Either way, no, combat does not start. No. Pursuit does not start combat. Combat only happens when I attack or when the enemy attacks. And the enemy can only attack during their activation phase, which only happens after my entire turn is over. Either way, I teleport here. On his activation turn, he has to move in here. I can activate Ludwig's rifle. That's 4 damage. We never had combat, but we killed him. So, boom. The pursuit doesn't matter. The point is, he's going to have to move into my space during his activation in order to attack me, and he'll be dead. So, that's a very specific use case, but that is one. So, you have to consider a lot of things. Like right now, do we want to pay the costs later to recharge our Evelyn and not take Ludwig's rifle? I'm going to take Ludwig's rifle, and I'm going to try and utilize those tactics I mentioned. So goodbye, Evelyn. Hello, Ludwig's rifle. It is recharged. It's good to go. Our attack slots are full, though, which means we cannot attack. But that's okay, because we can spend a card on our next turn in order to clear out our slots. Yes, Pursuit is just a mechanic to have them... it's a little bit more danger. It gets them closer to you. Yeah. Because you can pursue, you can move 2 spots away, and when they pursue you, they're not in your spot, and then you can move again, and then you're pretty far away from them. The leaping upgrade would be useful to grab. The only thing with that is I need to have 2 enemies in adjacent spots for that to be useful, right? In any case, let me read the flavor text on the hunt. Driven to frenzy by the early stages of the infection, the townsfolk are compelled to partake in the hunt. I will partake. Believing that by eradicating the beasts, the plague will be quelled as well. From their remains, you gather what useful supplies you can find. That's that. So, mission complete, insight mission. A horde, this goes away. All this stuff can be discarded. Whoop. Source of the Scourge. Okay. Now, I don't think we weren't actually rewarded any insight, even though that was an insight mission. I don't know if that's a given on completing an insight mission. But I would guess no. I think it would explicitly say gain 1 insight. Because as part of our main hunt mission, end a move on the central lamp tile after you have collected at least 2 insight. The last card on a mission is the insight? Oh, really? The reward card? It doesn't say that. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, yeah, that was card 7. It's a given. Oh, that'd be nice. That would help. I'll hold on to it just in case. Let me look at the manual here. Insight missions. Hunter turn, starting a new round, combat. Guessing the hunt track. Intelligent and cruel. Let's say advancing through the hunt. Oh, here we go. There are 2 types of missions, hunt mission and insight mission. Insight missions are side missions that reveal more of the events and stories surrounding the campaign. Once completed, insight missions grant powerful rewards. Will future aid the players in the goals, as well as insight cards. Yes. Which may be necessary to progress in other missions and should be kept by the players for the entire campaign. So, 1 insight. That's nice. So we're not that far off from completing the hunt, huh? I would say this is going pretty well. Except now, that's the end of my turn. And the hunt mark continues into a Blood Moon phase. Let's really quickly read about Blood Moon just to make sure that we know what we're doing here. I'm pretty sure you just respawn enemies that have tokens on the board. 24. Resetting the map. Okay, immediately these steps are taken. All non-boss enemies are removed from the map. None. Replenish all consumable tokens. Well, that's neat, except that we don't have any. Respawn all enemies related to missions. We completed that insight mission, so we don't have to respawn that hunter mob. All right. Then replenish all spawn points on the map, beginning with those closest to hunters. Did one of your tiles not have a consumable? Oh, it actually did. It did. You're right. Boom. This one over here. We didn't get the item though, so yeah. Nice. Good call. Consumable token over there. That green thing. If we go there, we can interact with that in order to choose a card from this consumable deck, which is a one-time use powerful item. So, we're respawning the wolf boy. Oh yeah, as part of the mission being complete, we do remove fog gates. What else do we do here? Boss enemies are not removed from the map, but heal all damage. If they had entered phase 2, they do not revert to phase 1. We don't have any bosses right now. So that's it. We just got the one guy there. And we need to find another quest tile. We'll do it properly this time too. So it's the top of the round. It's my turn. And I need to draw my cards, which I'm doing right now. Let's see. Oh, I got 2 draw ones and a dodge. So we still haven't seen our upgrade card. There we go. 2 draw ones and a dodge. So that's cool. And we can't do my cool strat that I wanted to do. Oh yeah, the lamp is fixed. Sorry. When the fog gates disappear, lamps get fixed. That's the kind of thing that I would notice later and be like, oh yeah, this lamp's fixed. And everybody would be like, you're cheating, Lobos. And I would be like, no, but I swear it was supposed to happen. I just forgot. No, the fog gate's fixed once the lantern's fixed once the fog gates are gone. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to explore this way in order to find one more tile that we need to get these quests. The whole reason that we got that insight quest was because we moved onto the courtyard lamp tile. So we need to find the occupied house or the ransacked house. And then when we do, we'll pick a card, and presumably that will give us another mission. So I'll spend a draw 1 to perform an action, which allows us to move. And we're going to go a 1, a 2 out this exit. And we pick the next tile. Oh, Jesus! All right. This tile has 2 enemy slots. That's great. And also a consumable pickup. Oh, boy. Well, that's trouble. That's some trouble right there, I tell you what. All right. So we land in there. We spawn this icon enemy, which again, the icon is here on the board. And underneath you can see there's the enemy card. So that indicates what you spawn where. So that icon, the red one, is the Huntsman's Minion, which is that boy right there. So where is he at? Where is he at in this big pile of suitors? Huntsman's Minion. Where is he? Where's Fatty? Oak? Oh, there he is. Oh, he looks different. I didn't recognize him. There he is. Oh, he's got a weird beard. They have beards? Looks like different. Anyways. Minion's going to minion. Yeah, he spawns right here. And then we also spawn this like kin symbol, which happens to be a hunter mob. We're familiar with them. I'll mess up your brains again. Or will they? Okay, so. Oh, and we spawn a consumable token there. So, really quickly to review rules of enemy activation. Enemies will only pursue us, not pursue, sorry. I shouldn't use that word because that's a specific action. When it's the enemy's turn, they will only chase after us if they are in a room connected to the room we're in, or if they're in our room as well. So, in this example, if I'm over here, they are not in a room connected to my room. They do not know about me. So they will not come to try and find me and kill me. So if I wanted to completely avoid this stuff, I could move back and escape. This guy would pursue me into that room. And then on his turn, he could come and try and chase after me in here. That would limit the amount of creatures we have to deal with, which is not a bad idea. And I may do that because we can continue this way or this way or this way, exploring for the room we need to find. So let's consider our options. I have 2 cards. It costs 1 card to do 2 movement. I think that is the option that I'm going to do. Yes, actually, I could hand Lantern over there. You were absolutely right. And he would not pursue in that case. Because that's a teleport. It specifically says teleport to any space. Why didn't that Scourge Beast follow you? Do their aggro drop off after a bit? The Scourge Beast spawned and has not had a turn yet. So, I can do all the movement around I want. I wasn't on his tile. I was on the courtyard lamp tile here because we had just dealt with the hunter mob. Both mobs would pursue if you move off that tile. Really? You don't have to be in the same space? It's tile-based, not, like, room-based? I'll read real quick. Where'd it go? I saw there. Enemies in pursuit. 14. If during a move action, a hunter exits a space or tile. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Containing enemies at the end of the hunter's move, those enemies will immediately pursue the hunter. But they just move one space. So in that scenario, it would still wind up being pretty much the same thing, except that this guy would be in the middle. Because he has to come across that line, that's one movement, before he could go out this door. So, yeah, it would be different. Thank you for helping me clarify rules and stuff. I appreciate you guys paying attention and stuff. And I hope you're enjoying the playthrough. But let me check real quick on when Hand Lantern would refresh, because I think that's important to know, right? I think that's important. So reward cards, 17. Reward cards are gained from completing missions throughout the campaign. They also specify when they can be used. Unlike consumables, however, reward cards are not discarded. Instead, they are exhausted and flipped with the text face down. They cannot be used until after they are refreshed. Reward cards are refreshed when a hunter goes to the hunter's dream. So that's it. That's it. That's the only way to refresh those cards, is going to the dream. Or what was it? The hunt or the horrible dream? But I think that is a prudent solution, because in theory, I don't think we need to return to these spaces at all, unless we really want a consumable on either side. But if we leave and never come back, they'll never pursue us. However, there could be events that are like, take all the enemies and put them on the central lamp, which would be terrifying. But let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna use this hand lantern. Boop. And I'm going to exhaust it. Hand lanterning, teleporting to central lamp. That doesn't even cost us a card. That's pretty great. That does not cost us a card. So, now we have to consider what we want to do. If we move into another room, there might be an enemy, so we probably want to keep a card in order to defend ourselves at a minimum. Oh! I just remembered that our trick weapon is all used up. So, we're going to need to transform if we want to be able to attack or defend. So, here's my thinking. We can move, and then we can make our decision. Because what I could do is, if there's enemies and there's bad boys and we're going to take damage and not be able to do anything, I could just spend another card and we can Hunter's Dream back, spend our Blood Echo, to heal up to full, blah, blah, blah. Yeah? So let's see. I'm going to move this way. And there, we're going to draw another... Oh, I'm going to spend a card. Spending my dodge. Yes. We're flipping another one of these tiles. And we get... oh, no. Oh, so this is going to trigger an event. This is the ransacked house. That's one that we need for a mission. Look at this. 2 consumables and then 2 enemies. Oh, okay. All right. Where is the... This is a one-way entrance room. So, let me slap it down. Whoop. Oh. There we go, over there, way over here. We're in the room now, and it says, when you end a move on the ransacked house tile, reveal card 12. That's probably fine, right? Probably fine. You have the same table? Is it from Wayfair? That's where we got this table. Not that that's the only place you could get this table, but I don't know. Likely, I guess. I'm gonna disappear these guys. Well, let me spawn the things on that tile since we landed there. There are two consumable items. And then there is a Scourge Beast. Good. Scourge Beast. And there is also a Hunter Mob. I love them. Not. Hunter Mob. All right. Get away! Get away! All right. Now we can read about our mission and see what all that entails. Insight mission. If we finish this, we can go right back to the central lamp right here. And then we'll see what happens next. I guess it doesn't necessarily complete. Oh, yeah, I don't think that will complete it, actually. I think that just pushes the main quest. Well, crap. Okay, let's see what we got here. Insight mission rescue. This is 12, right? Yeah. As you enter the ransacked house, you catch sight of a young girl hiding in the corner from the monsters stalking her. Once these creatures are dispatched, he can be rescued. Uh-oh. Rescue. Place 1 survivor token on the ransacked house space. I presume this is a survivor token. Is that looks like character select, but I think, is that Adela or whatever her name is? The prostitute, the whore. Yeah. Where does it say to put? Place 1 survivor token on the ransacked house space. Okay. I think she's intended to be right there. In the middle of all this crap. Hold on, let me move this other camera so you can see it better. We'll do this. Considering we're not worried about all those other dudes right now. There you go. Do her voice.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you a hunter?
Yeah, see how it says ransacked house? You kind of can't read it. It's hidden, but I think that's why that's where you put it. Okay, if we choose to interact with a survivor token, then we reveal a card. We can interact without attack, like clearing the enemies. However, I believe interacting with enemies next to you will cause them to attack you. So, we need to think carefully before we do this. Enemies and interacting. When a player, okay. Enemies do not merely stand around while a hunter explores the area. If a hunter ever interacts while there are enemies in their space, those enemies immediately attack them. Or the hunter completes the interact action, flipping any action. So we have to resolve the combat before we can interact. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, you don't even get to attack or defend. They just get a free hit on you. I mean, that's Dungeons and Dragons kind of rules, right? Absolutely. We could try and lure them away. So one thing that we could plan for, I don't know if it's a good idea, considering this is the layout of the map. Right now, we could go back to the Hunter's Dream. That resets our hand lantern, right? So we could do that, and we could come back. And then we could lure them all the way over here. I don't think we have the cards to do it, the enough actions, right? Before others start pursuing us and all this jazz. Bring them all the way over here. Use the hand lantern to teleport us back to the central lamp. And then walk in there. Because then we're too far away for them to come chase us down during their activation phase. But let's take things slow right now, shall we? I have one card. There's two bad boy enemies right in front of us. If I'm in that central lamp area, they will, during their activation, move towards me. So we can stand there, lure them to us, and also try and kill them that way. And remember that we could do Ludwig's rifle strats, like I outlined before, where we get them to move into our space and we shoot them for 2 damage. That's half of either of them's health. And then we could just do normal combat. I think I will head back to the dream with this card. Yeah, a kite kill with Ludwig's rifle. That's the idea. So, I'm going to spend my last card. And let me make sure I'm not missing anything on that. Yep, nope, we have the mission. Yep. Cable's in the way here. Got the insight mission, got our hunt mission. And I'm going to go back to the dream. So, where I go, all the way back to the hunter's dream. And I'll play the hunter's dream music again, because why not? Here we go. Praise the sun. So, of course, let's do all the things that happen when we go back to the dream. Move this for now. Oh, what a mess. What a mess you've made, Hunter. Insight mission. We already completed this. Good. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. We heal up to full. Ba-da-dum. We clear all our slots on our weapon, a very important thing. We can choose... we can choose which one. I think this one's probably a good idea, because we can utilize, each time you clear a slot, deal 1 damage to 1 enemy in your space. However, we could also start with combo slash for 2 damage, which allows us to transform for free. But, yeah, we're kind of forced into an option if we do combo slash, but that would activate on dodge. It says after attacking with combat slash. So we would have to be doing an attack. You don't have to return to the dream to swap weapons. And we're not swapping weapons. We're transforming our weapon. Depending on which class you choose, you have a specific weapon. And that's it. But you transform between the two. And they're different attacks depending on which you are. Which transformation you are. I think I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start transformed. We're cleared. And then when we combo slash, we can just swap to the transformed. And then we don't have to... By doing that, we basically get a 4 combat slot untransformed, right? We get another slash. Because that's 2 there. It's the exact same ability. The only thing it removes from us is our ability to... quick stab. However, if we fill this up faster, then we can utilize each time you clear a slot, deal 1 damage to 1 enemy in your space. If we fill that up faster and then transform, that's 3 damage on a transform. Sick. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stick with that. I think that's a good idea. So we're back. We have 1 blood echo. I'm gonna spin that blood echo. That allows us to choose an upgrade card for our hand. So, I think this is going to synergize well with us. I don't even think I'm going to go through the options again. This is a dodge card. It performs a dodge action. It also heals 1. And then clear this or any other slot. And that is valuable, of course, as you know, with our ability. Each time you clear a slot, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So, all things considered, that is good value. But we have to replace one of the other cards we had. And I'm just going to replace the standard dodge with that. Bye, standard dodge. Get out of here. Is this the return to the Hunter's Dream that will respawn everything? That already happened. That's why this is full of people now. We've got our werewolf boy. Oh, that's not actually why these are here. These just spawned because we found them. But the werewolf boy is back because he respawned. Time track moves twice. One for the dream, one for the end of the round. Well. We made a mistake earlier then. But it's a first playthrough. The first playthrough, so I don't really have a way to fix that in post. But we'll proceed forward with that gameplay in mind. So. Oops. Sorry, people on YouTube who are commenting, Lobos, that time that you went to the 100 stream, you had to move the track twice. Sorry about that. Anyways, we refill our upgrade slots here. This is a new one, Indomitable. Cannot suffer frenzy, poison, stagger, or stun on that turn, I guess? Or maybe while it's in an attack slot? That's kind of badass, I guess. Also draw one. Okay. Good to know. This is the most basic and easiest of campaigns, by the way. This is the intro campaign, basically, so... You know, we haven't been frenzied or poisoned by anything just yet. Oh, Fallout board game. Yeah, I have that. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It's like literally right there. I haven't played it yet, though. I got it not too long ago. Okay. It would have been really nice if I had been able to use Ludwig's rifle before we came back to the dream. Because that takes 2 cards to recharge. Okay. Well. What happened happened. Oh god. These cards. Wait, what are these? Oh, these are all basic cards. A lot of basic cards. Why? What's secret? Alright. Okay. Healed up. Blood Echoes spent. We brought in a better dodge. We're going to shuffle these back up. Ludwig's rifle is refreshed. Hand Lantern refreshes. Boop. Yeah, Dark Souls board game is dice-based, right? Dice-based can be a little frustrating with volatile combat like this, I think. Here's what happens if you get to the final token. Apparently every turn is just a reset at that point. Well, so if you get to the final one, everything resets, and then you have one more turn to succeed. Otherwise, you lose. That's what happens. That is... Lobot Jr. is a bot in my channel, Detonic. If that... Did somebody do the comment command? Yes. That is an actual comment from one of my YouTube videos that is there for reference. Okay. Anyways. Shuffle the deck. Healed to full. Hand Lantern refreshed. Boom. Boom. Now it's going to be the start of a turn. Well, I guess technically the end of a round. So yeah, now that we know. Now that since we were doing it wrong. Move the hunter track yet again. Yet again. I get to teleport to one of the lantern locations. I will choose Central Lamp. This isn't very well placed, is it now? There you go. All right. I draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Ah, I got one of the upgrade cards. That's good. Stagger and +1 speed to our attack. Very nice. I got a regular stagger. Oh, and an... Oh, wow. We just pulled the stagger hand, huh? Yeah, all right. Stagger hands. Well, not many options there, unfortunately. But okay. We're at the central lamp. Here are our options. We could... We can try and... I don't know, man. We can try and go in there and then leave and do a Ludwig's rifle to hit one for 2 damage. They will pursue right now. I don't really want to stall my turn. I could also leave and go somewhere else and look for a different quest. But the more monsters we put on the board, the more scared I am. Hold on, actually, okay, this room down here does have an exit. So if I go down, these guys can chase over. So that's kind of scary. Additionally, if I go up here, Werewolf Boy does have a door. However, if I orient the next tile such that there is not a doorway on this side, it works on either side, actually. They would not be able to come through there. Okay. We got a bit more to explore. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to move up. If I'm forced, if it's a 4-sided tile, a 4-doorway tile, and this guy can come in, I'd rather it just be the one guy as opposed to these 2 guys down here. So let's see. New tile. Oh, good. It's the occupied house. That is the last one that we need to spawn a mission. And it does have one closed off doorway. So that's perfect. So, I will place like so. And this goes in right there with the enemy. Perfect. Okay. Let's spawn that guy first. Hunter's Mob again. Plenty of these fools. Hunter's Mob. Boop. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Are there other tile sets other than this city style? Yeah. I mean, that's what all the expansions are for. There were like 6 expansions or something that launched with this game. I don't know. I have 3. I have 3 other ones. Additionally, not all of the tiles are used for this game. We're using 8 tiles for this chapter, and these are other tiles that we're not using. This has Grand Cathedral, Tomb of Eden, the Great Bridge, Yosefka's Clinic. A lot of these are like the early city areas, though. This one has Church of the Good Chalice, Alleyway, Graveyard. So I think the base game is largely focused on, you know, early game Bloodborne. And those are the kinds of areas to expect. Early Yarnum. Some old Yarnum? Yeah, I believe so. Okay, anyways. We spawned the boy. And we landed on the occupied house. So, we are to reveal card 8. Card 8. We're going to have 2 insight missions going now. Potentially. Yes! Insight mission. A safe haven. You knock on the door. From inside, a frail and elderly voice addresses you.
A hunter? About time you showed up. Ain't safe out here for an old woman. Reckon you can take me someplace to wait out the night?
Place 1 survivor token on the occupied house space. Yes, John Cleese or any Bloodborne character. Correct. Any hunter may pick up the token when they move out of that space. The token is returned to the occupied house space if the hunter teleports or goes to the dream. Okay. So, the way that we end this is we end a move on the Eden Chapel tile with the token. Wait a minute. Do I... Well, there's only one tile left. I want to make sure it's the Eden Chapel. It is. Okay, cool. All right. So we have to escort quest. We have to pull this lady over to... Yeah, it's an escort mission. Over to a tile that we have not revealed yet, but there's only one left, so yeah. Okay. That doesn't seem too bad. Because here's the thing. There's only one tile to reveal. We know this. We know this. There's an exit here. And there's no exit here from this place. So we could just grab it and run to here. These guys will pursue. I can Ludwig's rifle them. And then we can deal with them as needed. But then we also end the move. And that finishes the insight quest. So... Yeah. I think technically I don't get any movement upon revealing a new tile because I think that's how it works. We wouldn't have found out all of this beforehand, so that's our one movement. Oh, I didn't spend one. Oh, yes, I did. So I spent one of my staggers in order to move and discover that tile. So, now we have our other mission, a safe haven. So, let's think about it. If I move out of the space with the dude right here, he will follow. He will pursue one spot. And we can shoot him with Ludwig's rifle. It says that any hunter may pick up the token when they move out of that space. Reading that tells me that I don't need to play a card. I don't need to use an interact action. I need to move to pick up the token, right? Yeah, absolutely. So, do I actually have one move left after revealing? Because here's the thing, it says... well, yeah. Anyways, that's how we're gonna play it. Doesn't require an interact. That was what I was thinking. So. I think we can finish this quest right now, actually. But I'm gonna have to spend my upgrade card too. Actually. What are these? Okay, so the hunter mob attacks are all 2 speed. I could kill him this turn, and then we could turn her in next round. There's not a respawn soon. I'm choosing to get to stay where I'm at because I wouldn't have known about how this quest works. Until you end your move anyways, because that's how the mission triggers. When you end a move on occupied house, that's when we start to learn what the quest is all about. And I had no reason to be like, oh, I know that the person we need to rescue is going to spawn here, so I'll move here first. However, I guess I do know that there's an enemy spawn right there. Either way, I'm choosing to only move the one space there for those reasons. So I think I might just go for the kill on this round. Nothing else will chase me because nothing else is connected to the same tile as me. So yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna play a card, my basic stagger, to move to the space where the lady's at. Now, as part of enemy AI, they will pursue me one space, a movement, which they do. And I can activate my Ludwig's rifle here. When an enemy moves into your space, deal 2 damage to that enemy. This is now exhausted. But 2 damage. 2 damage done there. And I have 1 card left, and I kept the one with the plus speed so that we can make sure to outspeed these boys and wreck them. So I'm going to use this to declare an attack on a slash. Now, this could still go wrong, but odds are low. If they pull, let me pull up those guys again. If you look at their ability, Mob Frenzy. If we happen to pull the ability card, they will speed up and then we'll be the same speed. And I won't stagger / kill them first. So, we'll see. I am choosing to go here, boom, slash, 2 damage, +1 speed, and stagger. Let's see what the enemy's got, huh? Okay, it's a special. It's a special, but that is a 2-speed attack with stagger, stun, and 2 damage. And we will outspeed that thanks to slash. And yeah, my attack resolves first. We deal 2 damage. Boom, 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 boom. 4 total health. And they die. That gets us 1 blood echo. Easy. Easy, right? Easy. Goodbye, Hunter Mob. Now, that's all that I have. That's going to be the end of our turn. And yeah, I think that's that, huh? Thinking. Yeah, I believe that's it. So I'm going to redraw. We're going to say new turn, which we move the Hunter trick 1 step closer to the next reset. Oh, we didn't do monster activation phase, but don't I have another move? No, you cannot save moves. So you have to end your move. You can't save move points like that. I moved into there, let him pursue me, specifically, and then I performed an attack, and I don't have any more move. I just hydrated right now. Did you miss that? The ransacked house. Yeah, we walked in there and we were like, "Oh, little girl, surrounded by enemies." No, not doing it. Not today. So, reset. We moved to the track. I'm gonna draw 3 cards. Oh, sorry. Checking Hunter activations. The only way that enemy activations. The only way that they will do anything is if they're in a room, same as me, or connected to me. And this is not connected because there's only a door on this side. So he cannot chase me through the wall. Regardless of Bloodborne glitches, okay? And nobody else is adjacent to a tile, adjacently in a tile that I am in. So nobody attacks or pursues me. Restart of turn, draw 3 cards. 1. 2. Hey, you like that sexy Solaire, don't you? As a gift from Lobro for my recently passed birthday. Okay, no upgrade card. That's fine. We're not doing anything special this next turn, I think. We got a dodge, basic draw 1, and basic damage up. So, Cooley-Ooly. I think that's it. I think we just start taking actions. So, let's get this quest done, yeah? Safe Haven. Hunter may pick up the token when they move out of the space that we are in. We are in the space with the lady, the old lady. I'm going to pick her up. And I'm going to move 1, 2. I'm going to play, I guess I'll play the basic damage card. There may be an enemy in here, so we'll see. Yes. So now we spawn the final tile. Eden Chapel. Oh, shit. Look at this. Enemy attacks suffer -1 speed while on the tile. Yo! Nice. And there's not even any enemies, though. So I guess that doesn't really matter. Okay. So we'll place it. That's not the right game. We bring the token with us. Ah! Ruined! Ruined. Setting this bad boy up so you can hear. I don't think there's going to be much to see. Wait. Wait. Okay. We're in here with the lady, and it says... End a move on the Eden Chapel tile with the token. We have done that. Reveal card 9. And that's going to be our second insight. So that is Pog. That is Mega Pog. Reveal card 9. Let's see. The Long Hunt. There are so many cards in this. Is it? How are we going to... How are we... How far into this game are we? There's this many cards left. I don't... Card 9. Let's see here. Insight mission. What? No rewards? No! Just... Oh, God. Okay, all right. A safe haven, it's called. The smell of beast-warding incense fills your nose as you enter the old chapel. The old woman thanks you for your kindness before taking refuge with another small band of townsfolk. Suddenly, the chapel's magnificent stained glass window shatters as a scourge beast crashes through. Well, crap. Reveal card 10. Well, that's balls. Ferocious! Excuse me? Play 1 insight token on this card if 3+, blah, blah, blah. When the Scourge Beast would be slain, instead remove 1 token and heal. Okay, so this also gives it another health bar. It also gives it a new special. Oh, no. Deal +2 damage if Scourge Beast is damaged. If it's slain, Hunter must dodge or suffer 3 damage. What the... Okay. I guess, so that would happen if it rolled its special and I killed it before its special went off. I would need to dodge or suffer 3 damage. Yikes. Yeah, this is another mini boss. I think it's a harder mini boss is what I would call it. Okay, so insight card, or this ferocious card goes down. Put it over there near that. And we put an insight token. And then, continuing that other, surround Eden Chapel tile with fog gates. Okay. Boop. Boop. And the other one is not actually connected to another tile for an entrance or exit. You hungry? I'm hungry. Okay. Kinda. My order. You want something? Sushi? Candies? Candies? Okay. All right. Sorry, just figuring out food over there. Great! Spawn 1 Scourge Beast on the Lantern space. Oh, that's where we are. Perfect. Perfect. Where are my Scourge Beasts? Great! Right next to me. Yay! All right. It respawns on that space during the blood moon thing. It is immune to the effect of Eden Chapel. Remember that great thing where enemies have one less speed. Well, that doesn't matter here. Great. Okay. Complete this mission by slaying this Scourge Beast. All right. Oh. I want more rewards, man. More rewards. Scourge Beast hacking. Okay. I have two cards left. So, no. I wonder if you're allowed to hand lantern teleport in a fog gate room. I think it said the only thing you could do is Hunter's Dream, so I'll probably play it like that, but, yeah, I don't know. So I have 2 cards. I'm full health. That's pretty great. And I think what I'm probably going to do is head back to the Hunter's Dream soon. If I head back, that will prompt a reset. So any damage that I do now is pointless. Yeah, it's pointless. Unless, hold on. Does it get its insight token back if I manage to kill HP bar 1 and then it respawns? Oh, all tokens are returned. Oh yeah, never mind. Never mind. Yeah. I'm not going to try and damage it. But what should I do? Lady's gone. We don't have to worry about the lady anymore. So. Lady. Show feet. Over in the tabletop game, what do you just walk into? Exactly that. You're 3 hours late. It's been a lot explained and a lot played. Since we began. Our Ludwig's rifle is on cooldown right now. So I can't even... Well, I mean, again, we don't really want to damage him. So what do I do? I wonder if... Is clearing your weapon... Is that an optional thing or required? Let's see here. Transform trick weapon. Oh no, going back to the dream. Where was that? That is Hunter Dream. Hunter turn, can someone sell them? There you go, 23. What does the wording say? Guard bullet echoes, upgrade the Hunter deck. This is not optional. Fine. Incorporate them. I will shuffle new Hunter deck, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yes. Take all that Hunter stat cards. Yeah, okay, so that's forced. All right. Only reason I would want to keep it is for the extra damage whenever you clear a slot, right? So you do have to clear it. So we can't keep this card on here to deal more damage later. But that's fine. That's fine. I do have Blood Echo, which means we can upgrade. Am I gonna waste a card? If I transform right now, I'll deal the damage, but he's gonna heal up. So I don't think there's really anything else to do. Unless I wanna... I could move so that I make him move. Because then when I spawn in, on his activation, he would walk into my space, and then I would get the Ludwig damage. And I would save using a movement card. Okay, I'm going to do that. All right, ready? This is what I'm doing here. I am spending a card, doesn't matter which, to move. Ta-da, that's it. I stopped my movement. He, as part of the AI, will pursue me. Plant. I don't have Ludwig's rifle up. Anyways, I'm not going to shoot him. He doesn't get an attack yet. Only during activation does he get to attack. And then, I'm spending my last card, the Hunter's Dream. So we actually leave. I know, I can't teleport back to boss room. I know. Right. Yeah, let me put that broken lamp. Oh, we're back here. Back at the Hunter's Dream yet again. Cue the music. Wait, there is music, right? Okay, there's music. Nice. The other two enemies will come after me on their activation turn. If I get away from them before then they will not. So, we go to the Hunter's Dream. That moves the track once. Okay. We're full health already. We got to clear all of these cards. And then spend my Blood Echo. Done. And we can get a new upgrade card. Let's see here. Okay, so our options are draw one, cannot suffer, basically a status effect. Frenzy, Poison, Stagger, or Stun. Does he have Frenzy, Poison, Stagger, or Stun? His ability, his special is upgraded. Oh, let me put him up on screen. Sorry about that. There he is. How much time do I have left? I mean, I usually stream another 4 hours, so he's gonna have this special Blood Frenzy. I don't see anything about Stagger or Stun there. However, on his base card, his ability, next attack gains +1 and Stagger. So, and he's pretty fast. Let's see. I might do that. I'm gonna pull Indomitable. Cannot suffer Frenzy, Poison, Stagger, or Stun. In the case that happens. The only problem with that is I have to correctly... Wait. Is this active the whole time? I know it's not focusing. Oh, how much time do I have left in game? We're about halfway through the game. If this is on a slot, is that just active? Because that would be pro. No, it only works for that attack. Okay. Got it. Got it. I really like speed. I wish I had more for speed, but I don't. Make a move action before using his card to attack. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take Indomitable, which is a draw one upgrade. I'll replace my other draw one. Get out of here. And then, 6. This is the other 6. Yeah. We got to shuffle these up. Oh, replace the upgrade card that we just used. Block 2 damage. Nifty. A defensive card. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Look at our Blood Echoes. Now we get to choose our trick weapon state again. Again, we get that slow overhead slam, but it's 4 damage. That's his whole health bar. So we could do that. And then we would have combo slash available for a free weapon transform. Otherwise, slash twice, or we could slash quick stab clear, or slash. Yeah, but we need to do 2 full health bars, so I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll start transformed with overhead slam, so we can do some nasty damage. Hopefully, it doesn't stagger us. But that's why we got that card, right? To prevent stagger. We'll see. Oh, and he already used a special. So the enemy action cards don't get reshuffled until you run out. And special is already used. So that is good. That's very good. All right, we're shuffled. Ludwig's rifle gets to refresh. Praise the sun. Mm-hmm. Okay. And end of the round means that the Hunter's Track moves again. There is a reset. And oh, actually, does he move back to his spawn point on the reset? He might. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Resetting the map. Yeah, he does. Okay. Remove all non-boss enemies. Yeah, okay. We don't really have to for all these guys because the rest of them are still in their original spawn points. There's so many other beasts on the map and stuff. But I think you remove them all and then you add them if they have spawn points. In this case, yeah, he does. He goes back, so that movement was pointless, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead. So there it is. Yes, you do have to move it twice, Goshki. Yeah, you have to update the Hunter Track twice if you go back to the Hunter's Dream. So that kind of makes it a little costly. If your whole team, especially if you're playing with a team of 4, if everybody goes back to the Hunter's Dream, that's a lot of movement of the track. But you're also able to get stuff done a lot faster, so. Okay. I get to choose a lantern to return at. I will choose the central lamp there. There in the bottom left. Thanks, Off Duty Bill. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And well, so I can get into that room with the werewolf in 1 move. I won't be able to Ludwig. I can wait till next turn to get him to pursue me and then use Ludwig's rifle. Because using the movement this turn is going to take a lot, it's going to take a card. So there's a good amount of my stuff. Ooh, okay, I got a dodge heal. Also, clear this or any other slot. Very nice. Very nice. Clear this slot. Regular dodge and a +1 damage basic attack. Okay, cool. Nice. Alrighty then. My turn. I will. I'm gonna discard the basic attack to move because we only need to deal 4 damage to kill him. Well, to remove 1 health bar, and I don't think the damage will overflow. That makes sense. If he has 4 health, but then he gets a health bar refilled, I don't think it'll overflow if I deal 6 damage, but I could be wrong. So I'm in there with him. And I want to attack. I don't have any damage to heal, though. And they're both dodges. And I can clear this or any other slot. Oh, so if I do that, then I can just clear the 4 damage slot, and then we can hit him for 4 next turn, and he'll be dead. So I'm going to use my basic dodge to declare a 4 damage attack. We'll see what happens. Depends on what he does, I guess. Which means that he gets an enemy action. Let's see what he does. Oh, good. It's his special. His new special. Which is... So this is the update. Because he's part of this mission, he gets a new special attack. Oh, sweet! He deals +2 if Scourge Beast has any damage on it. He doesn't. So he's just going to hit quickly for 2. That's good. That is great. He doesn't get use of any of this new stuff. It's basically just a fast 2 damage attack. Well, he goes first. He does deal the 2 damage to me. 2 damage. Da-da-da-da. Ow. Then, oh wait. Oh yeah, I can only dodge basic attacks, right? Maybe. But I deal 4 damage, which is all of his health. Oh, there's that insight token. I took that off. Deal 4 damage, which is all of his health, but because of the mission, we remove the insight token. He heals to full. He basically has 2 health bars. And, but 1 health bar is down. That's good. And now I have another card. I guess in theory I could move away and then do the Ludwig shot. Your dodge card on attack. Oh, clears immediately. Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. It says clear the slot. Thank you. And I don't. It's transformed, so I don't get the thing where if it were untransformed and we cleared, it would deal damage. We don't have that. Health bar gone. That's good. Dramatic horns play. Well, I can just attack again, can't I? Can't you just attack as much as you want, as long as you have cards to play? I think you can. You might be dead this round. Action. Where's action? On your turn. Yeah, as long as you have cards, you can attack. There's no limit to the amount of times each action can be performed. I like that. No limits. Okay. In that case, overhead slam again for 4 damage. You know what? Actually, in this case, the Evelyn would have been more useful than Ludwig's, because I'm probably gonna pull a basic attack for him. Let's see. Ability! All right. I should have expected that, I guess. Jesus, we did 2 specials and abilities all back to back. Okay, so he gets his ability, which is... Oh, no. Flip another enemy action. Scourge Beast's next attack gains +1 damage and stagger. Yay! So, hey, he gets a basic attack now, which is going to be 4 speed and 3 damage. And now I don't have any way to dodge. Because this. Oh, but mine will go after him, so I'll heal 1, I think. Is that when that happens? The heal 1? I presume. Oh, he's going to stagger me. That's right. He's going to stagger me, so the attack's not even going to go off. But I think I still... maybe not. Maybe I don't. I mean, I was going to say I think I still heal. I mean, either way, he's going to deal 3 damage? Okay. Oh, no. Really? Huh. Welp. 3 damage. Wait, you heal and clear immediately? So I do heal the 1? Yeah, he had 4 damage. The attack doesn't go off, the card effect doesn't apply, right? That's what I was thinking. But, not sure. The effect doesn't have a speed that happens as soon as the card goes in the slot. But the effect... Is the effect not based on the attack speed? Because there is a speed here. If not, then... Cool. Page 19, bottom box in the rules. Thank you, guys. You're doing a lot to help here. Modify the attack in various ways. Each dash card works differently, but they usually follow some general guidelines. Most stat cards directly modify the hunter's attack. Other stat cards grant other effects, such as drawing additional cards or clearing attack slots. If the stack card does not specify the timing, then the effect happens immediately. Ah, okay, so I do heal the 1. I heal the 1 back. Yeah, we got 2 health, baby. But our attack does not go through because he's son of a gun. And we're still at 2 HP. So that's okay, all right. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot that he gets a turn. Yay. Did not think this through enough. Okay, yeah, well, enemy activates. Ta-da. He doesn't need to move towards me, but he definitely gets to attack. And it's a basic attack. You. Oh. And his basic attack deals 2 damage, which is a death. Dun, 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 dun. Which means we immediately, without anything else going on, go back to the Hunter's Dream. We drop all our blood echoes, which we didn't have any. We also move the track immediately. But we heal the full. Okay. Oh, God. Yeah, you know, the Evelyn would have saved our ass there, but it didn't. That's the first time we died, but not the first time we went to the Hunter's Dream. Now, we cannot swap between the Evelyn at will, like at the Hunter's Dream, but apparently you can swap between chapters. So if we were to finish this hunt and then start the next one, we could swap, and then we'd be Gucci there. But for now, the Evelyn is, I think, or maybe we can swap, actually. Yes, so that ends your round and moves the track again, right? Yes, it will, it will. Let me perform my Hunter's Dream actions, though. I can't upgrade. I healed. Ludwig's rifle is refreshed. And I gotta reshuffle all of my player cards back in. No loading between deaths. Yeah. Pretty good. And that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the end of a round, and then the Hunter's track is gonna move again. Which means we're even one step closer to him resetting his health. We should be fine, though, right? He used his last enemy action card, so he shuffles. I suppose that means that he could immediately pull his stagger. Let's see. Either way. Enemy actions are completely reset now. The odds are there are so many more basic attacks than there are special. And although I think the odds of it being a special or an ability are almost 50%. Maybe not. Either way, you're resetting everything as the loading. Stuff only resets on the blood moon, though, not when you go back to the dream. Okay. So, did I move it twice already? Or just once? Anybody remember? I think I did move it twice. Because it was on... The reset is what happened right before we... Yeah, 2 spaces away from the blood moon. Okay, good. Yeah. Because that's... Alright, that's what it's at. 2 spaces away from blood moon. So... Ish. Okay. Well. Now we go back. To the lamp. And we redraw cards. 1, 2, 3. All basic jerks. All right. So that's the downside of trying to do these big, heavy attacks, is they're easy to interrupt. But I'm going to sacrifice. Not sacrifice. I'm going to discard 1 for movement. Going to move us 1, 2. Right back into his dang domain. I will use the stagger to declare an attack with the 4 damage thing. And now just don't. Just don't be, you know. Ah! Basic. All right. Basic. Good. So, he goes first because his basic is fast. 3. 2 damage. Ow. And then we attack for 4. He dies. Because 4 is his health. He already got rid of 1 health bar. I didn't spawn there. I traveled there. Shinal. And we have rid ourselves of that Scourge Beast. We have 1 card left. But also, Safe Haven. Reveal card 10. Oh no, we already did that. Alright, complete this mission by slaying this Scourge Beast. Reveal card 11. That means complete mission. That means insight. Here we go. Let's see. The Long Hunt, number 11. Surviving the night. Distribute 1 consumable and the Carol Rune Claw Mark reward among the hunters. Oh. The warding incense usually repels such beasts during the hunt. For them to not only attack the chapel, but also appear unaffected by the incense, there is something greater than mere instinct driving them this night. Something is stirring them up. This is our 2nd insight. Now, just to remind you guys, because we completed the mission. Oh, well, let me get my things. First of all, we get a consumable from this consumable pile. Lead elixir. On attack, block 1 damage. Nice. This is a one-time use. Kind of like our hand lantern, except we have to actually discard it after we use it. No, we haven't seen a boss yet. Good. Now, the fog gates here go away. The lantern is unblocked. We can now warp there if we want. We have 2 oh wait, I need my Carol Rune. Excuse me, Carol Rune Claw Mark. That's the most exciting part, I think. All right, let's see here. Where are the Carol Runes? Oh, Guidance, Blood Rapture, Communion, Claw Mark. Woo. It's gonna increase our visceral damage, right? On attack, replace your stat card's effect with +1 damage and stagger. Interesting. The Claw Mark is an impulse to seek the warmth of blood like a beast. So, if we attack with quick slash or whatever, our 3 speed attack, we can add a damage and a stagger. And that refreshes when we go back to the dream. So that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. And that's a choice. We can use that whenever we want. During attacks. Okay. Also... Wait, reveal card 11. We did that. Also, we have 2 insight cards. What the heck does that mean? We finished 2 insight missions. And our main hunt mission here, find the source of the Scourge, states, end a move on the central lamp tile after you have collected at least 2 insight. Then we reveal a card and the mission continues. The problem is that, well, these guys are in range over here. These guys are in range of central lamp. So they can start chasing towards us. But I tell you what, I've got 1 card left, and we can get there in 2 moves. So let's do it. Discarding. We're gonna move 2, 1, 2. End a move on the central lamp tile after you've collected at least 2 insight. We have done that. No, I was gonna hand lantern teleport, but I don't have. They can't reach me on this turn, so I don't need to defend. And so since the hand lantern, we have to go back to the dream to recharge. I'm gonna keep it because we could also teleport to Eden Chapel to get away here. So we'll see. Let's find out. Card number 2. Card number 2. Source of the Scourge. Your senses flare at the sound of rapid-moving claws. You turn just in time as a scourge beast much larger than the rest leaps at you, its eyes glowing a haunting blue. Okay. Reveal card 3. Surround the central lamp tile with fog gates. Oh, good. Nothing can get in or out. All right, so central lamp tile is blocked. Blimp. 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 Okay, so now we get to fight a hard mode Scourge Beast, huh? Great! Wait. Spawn 1 Scourge Beast on its lantern space. Where's the one we just killed? There it is. Okay. Great. Wait. Oh, wait, I didn't reveal card 3. Oh, jeez. All right. I'm just checking the angle here. This is where we're fighting, so yeah, that's pretty good. That's not what they sound like. Anyways. Oh, okay. So here's what card 3 says. Pack Alpha. Place insight tokens on this card. When the Scourge Beast would be slain and said... Oh, okay. So this is number of players. This icon here. Luckily, I'm playing solo. So this is 1 insight. So it's basically the same fight that we just did. When the Scourge Beast would be slain and said, remove 1 token and heal all blood from it. All tokens return. Replace its ability with Vicious. Scourge Beast makes 1 quick swipe attack. It cannot be staggered. Deals +1 damage. And gains stagger and stun. Come on. Focus. What are you doing? That's, okay. That sucks. Cool. Alright. So basically the same situation that we had with the other boy. Except he's got a really nasty ability. But if we kill him really fast, oh, we might be okay. Oh, hey, I don't have any cards. Wait. Now I'm going to hand lantern. Which teleport to any lantern space. Let's see. Yeah, you might be able to only dream. Teleporting seems like a... Because you can, like, bold Hunter's Mark in the middle of a fight or whatever. But that may be the only way out. I'm just going to look at and confirm for sure. Fog Gates, 24. There are special tokens when strike a place by the final move. Hunters may enter a tile surrounded by fog gates, but may never leave except by going to the Hunter's Dream. Well, there it is. All right, time to die. Time to die. I don't have any more cards left. I cannot teleport. End of my turn. Go ahead, buddy. Enemy activation. I think these guys actually do move, but they cannot come in. So, I moved these guys forward, but they cannot enter the fog gate, so they just stop outside of the fog gate. Oh, you know what? I don't think I did. No, I did not get a blood echo from the last mob. You're absolutely right. Thanks for keeping me honest, keeping me strong here. Chances are, though, I may just die right here. Actually, if he uses his ability now and kills me, that might be the best option. Although I'll lose the upgrade. Okay, let's see. I got nothing. He's going to attack. Enemy action says... Special. Hello. Hello. All right, there he is again. So his special is still the normal one for this guy. Oh. Okay. Even if this attack is dodged or staggered, Hunter must dodge or suffer 2 additional damage. Yay! Well, we don't have any cards to dodge with, so we're going to take 4 damage, which is exactly our health, and die. Yay! But we go to the Hunter's Dream. The track proceeds. This actually might be good. This actually might be good. Because if we hadn't, I think it would have cost us more time. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, we'll clear our stuff. And that's already there. Refill our health to 6. That's our cap. We can choose which transform mode we're in. I haven't used this clear a slot deal damage yet. You know what? I'm going to move once, then I'll have 2 cards to play with. I don't suppose Hand Lantern works if it's broken. No, I don't think so. By the way, when the fog gates spawn, the lantern breaks, so you cannot teleport there. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think overhead slam and just risk getting staggered or... Yeah, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. I don't have any blood echoes to spend. I lost them. And that's going to be the... Oh, wait. Do these respawn? Well, we don't have any. Okay, I need to remember that I have lead elixir to block 1 damage. Important. Important. So, into the round. Boop. Reset. Oh, well, these guys moved back, I guess. So, they chased me to the fog gate, but they reset now. That guy is still there. He's got 1 health bar. This is actually not bad. I'm kind of okay with this. And the start of my turn begins. I go to the lantern there. And I draw... Oh, I gotta shuffle these cards. I gotta shuffle my hand. Raise your hand in chat or post a forehead if you are following what's happening in this game. If you're not, maybe put question marks. HP bars do reset, but we haven't damaged that guy yet. Horde respawns near the house. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yes, I forgot about those guys. Yeah, those guys we killed before the escort mission. Yeah, those respawn. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for catching that. Yeah, occupied house enemy. Just showed up, so XD. XD, my dudes. All right, let's pull our hand. 3 cards. Come on, give us 1 upgrade at least, right? No. Jesus. We got a basic +1 damage. +1 damage, and then we got 2 draw 1s. Oh, we can draw 1, I guess. We do want to try and make as many 4 damage attacks, but they won't clear, so... Well, alright. Yeah, no worries. This will be absolutely available on YouTube. So if you want to watch and you have more time later that you can try and understand what's going on, and you're more than welcome to do that. But as it stands now, we complete this hunt by defeating this beast. So I think that's the end. I think that's the end of the chapter if we do that. I think the end of the hunt. I don't know what a chapter entails, but I am going to spend one of my draw ones. And I'm going to move 2 spaces. This guy would pursue over here, but there's a fog gate. Can't. So he's at the gate. You might have shown up at the end. So we're in the room with the bad boy. Let's kill him. Oh dear. All right. I'm gonna use my basic draw 1 in the overhead slam 4 damage slot. The draw 1 is immediate, so immediately draw 1 more. Oh, we got a dodge! That's good. We got a dodge, which means we can dodge his attack if it's a basic. Or maybe it's special too? Can you dodge specials? I think you can dodge anything except for ability. Please don't be ability. Let's see. It's a special. Now. His special says, even if this attack is dodged or staggered, Hunter must dodge or suffer additional damage. I am confusion. You need 2 dodges? I think that's what that's saying. Okay, let me see what we got here. Well, we can avoid 2 of the damage at least. And we could potentially block 1, which we should probably should do that. So, we see his attack. I'm going to dodge. All right? Dodge. And then this immediately gets cleared. So, we're going to dodge the initial part of the attack, which if his abilities are up here, right here. Special, combo slash, that's what he's using. So, even if this attack is dodged or staggered, Hunter must dodge or suffer 2 more damage. I have the lead elixir, which is block 1 damage. Now, it says on attack. What do you guys think that means? When I get attacked? Or when I attack? Because, do I have to go first? Yeah. Oh, they have to be used when you select the attack. Okay, well, I didn't do that, so I think we're going to have to just take the damage. We'll have it for later. So we're going to take 2 damage from him. That's not bad, though, because we're still going to deal 4 damage. The problem is, our 4 damage slot is taken now. So let's see what we can do. There's a special rule about Scourge Beast movement at the bottom of the card. Oh, Scourge Beast moves 2 when activating or pursuing. I did not. Good to know. So actually, we haven't had a Scourge Beast attack or pursue where that would matter in this whole game. So luckily we didn't get easy because of that. But anyways, we deal 4 damage and we kill his insight marker. But he gets healed up because of this is a special event fight. Pack Alpha. Oh god, if we get his ability, that's nasty as heck. And he gets basically an extra health bar. It's more if there's more players, but right now it's just 1 extra health bar, which we just took out. So, all we have to do is hit him for 4 more, and that's it! Okay. Now, I'm not going to really have anything to dodge with. Here's the thing. If I attack right now, I can combo slash and then trick weapon. I can block 1 damage. I can also plus 1 damage plus and stagger. Well, we don't really need to do that. We can block 1 damage. That's all we can do. We only have 4 health. So if I attack, he gets 2 attacks because he's gonna fight back, and then it's his turn and he gets to attack. Oh, the rifle. Oh yeah, you're right, aren't you? You are so right. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I forgot that this is not an enclosed area. So here, I'm gonna move. Move. Stop. Pursue. Enemy AI dictates that he is going to pursue me. And with Ludwig's rifle, when an enemy moves into your space, deal 2 damage to that enemy. That is exhausted. We can't do that again just yet. But that is 2 damage to him. And all we have to do is deal 2 damage to him and not die right now. Just don't die right this second. Well, and the next second. In the next 2 seconds, a second being a round, don't die. Because I don't think we can go fast enough to kill him. For sure. Maybe I can get a dodge with a heal. Maybe I can just get a dodge, period. All right, let's see. He's going to attack us. He's going to... Oh, ability. Okay. Okay. Here's his ability. Vicious. Scourge Beast makes 1 quick swipe attack. It cannot be staggered, deals 1 extra damage, and gains stagger and stun. You know what that means? I'm dead! I'm dead. Because quick swipe will do 2 damage. It gets +1. And it stuns me. And if you cannot discard cards, it deals an extra damage. So that's 4 total damage, which is exactly how much health I have. And I'm firkin' dead. The good news from this is that we are not going to hit the reset before I can get back in there. Oh, wait, I could use lead elixir. You're right. Oh, shit. No, because it's on attack. And I have to attack in order to block. That's how it works, right? It's the thing that gives you poise so you can keep attacking through. But I probably win, I think. Let's don't jump the gun here. I die. I go to the Hunter's Dream. I drop my blood echoes. I didn't have any. I moved the track once already. I heal up because I died. That's how that works. I die to heal. Heal to die. I clear this, which it doesn't matter really, actually. And then we shuffle our hand. Bloodborne, we don't block here. No, I couldn't attack because, yeah, I didn't have any cards left. A gun resets, yes, a gun does reset. Which I think is how we're going to win here. How we are safely going to win. Okay. Boom. Boom. We end the round. Oh my gosh. It was 1 away from a reset. But we do not reset. I redraw my cards at the start of my turn. Attack with the consumable? No. This replaces your stat card's effect. So I had to have had a card there in the first place. And then the rune, I use that to change what that stat card does. Okay. And then I travel. Where did I go? There. Eden Chapel. Like you do. Wait a minute. Oh, this is still okay. Because he moved, right? He moved, which means I can't get to him in one turn. But, oh, actually, I don't even need to, because Ludwig's rifle is already reset. So, I discard a card. I don't think it matters which. For 2 movement. I move. I move again. This guy tries to pursue. He does not. And now I have 2 more cards. And I can just do this. Move. I'll play one. I'll play Indomitable. My upgrade, even. I'm discarding my upgrade. Move twice. I moved away from him. Because I moved out of a space with him, he will pursue me. Moving into my space, where I can take advantage with Ludwig's rifle to deal 2 more damage. There is a way. That is the way to pursue me. 2 more damage, equaling 4 total. Meaning that he is dead. He is dead, and we look at the card. Complete the hunt by slaying the Scourge Beast. Reveal card 4. Technically, I get a Blood Echo. Let's see what happens. Yes, deactivate the rifle card. Yes. Yep. Reveal card 4. This might not be over, and if it's not over, I'm in big trouble. I will be in very big trouble if it's not over. Let's see. Card 4 says, hold on. It did say complete the hunt. Praise Laughtered. Prey Slaughtered. Scourge Alpha. Distribute the Bloodstone Shard and the Carol Rune Moon rewards among the hunters. The Bloodstone Shard. Ooh, Bloodstone. Yes, we already did his first life bar, Sir Neo. Place on an attack slot. May switch slot on transform. While on slot, that attack deals +1 damage. Oh, okay, all right, there you go. Upgrade. Upgrade Haipu. Nice. Huh. So we play that once, and this thing doesn't seem to, like, it seems to just benefit us that whole round. And then it resets whenever we go back to the Hunter's Dream. The only downside is that you cannot necessarily move it from one slot to the other, so you only get one opportunity to benefit from it, unless you transform. That's pretty sick. Yeah, it just sticks there. Yes, so you can move it when it transforms, but like, for example, on this side, if it's on this, and then we use it, these other 2 won't get that benefit, so that's cool, though. And then, Carol Rune Moon. Wait a minute. The moon gets you more blood echoes normally, doesn't it? Oh. Carol Rune Moon. Let's see. When you are slain, keep 1 blood echo. Is immediately used when you go to the dream. Yes. Nice. A transcription of Moon as spoken by the Great Ones inhabiting the nightmare. Very cool. Okay. Carol Rune Moon. That's no moon. When you are slain. Wow, what a negative Nancy. Well, you can more, recklessly jump in there without the concern of losing your blood echoes. Which is mainly the concern. Well, it also increases time. Okay, hold on. Start of the hunt, reveal card 1. Head up. Hold on. We completed the hunt. Is that the end? That's the end of the game? That's the chapter done? Congrats, you finished the tutorial. Yup. Yeah. Okay, so here was what we just did. We did it. Chapter 1, missions, right? Start of the hunt, reveal card 1. That put us on the mission of figuring out why these Scourge Beasts were so active or whatever. We did all these sub-missions in order to reveal the final stuff. We got the 2 insight from completing 2 of the missions, sorry. Then we went to the Central Lamp, which is where we encountered the Scourge Beast Alpha, supposedly the source of all that. Now we have 3 insight, I guess? I mean, it's an insight card. Maybe, I have 3 insight now. These are the things we completed. Kill them. Hunt is done. And now in between chapters, as far as I know, you would go back to the Hunter's Dream. You could, if you were playing with multiple people, you could trade, I think you could just trade equipment? I don't know. It said specifically what you could trade. I don't think you can trade everything, but you can trade things. And then, oh, you should read the praise, laughter, text to continue the story. I didn't? Oh, I didn't. Sorry, I left you hanging. What a cliffhanger. The beast lets out one final roar before slumping to the ground. In the distance, you spot a group of the creatures, seemingly watching the fight. Readying yourself for attack, you instead find them turning and bounding off deeper into the district. Right. Well. So it seems like Chapter 2 might be chasing them down and investigating further the cause of the hunt. So, to jump into Chapter 2, you check out this setup card. It tells you what enemies you would fight. These are actually all the same enemies. It shows you what tiles are involved. In this case, there's some different ones now. But you basically continue from Eden Chapel, which is cool. So we'll see all new locations. Tomb of Eden. Oh boy, the Great Bridge. Oh, cool. Chapter 2 has a cool mechanic. Oh, special rules card. Yeah, down there. Let's pull that out and see what that means. Long Hunt 17. Special setup. Before creating the tile deck, take the Graveyard Tomb of Eden and 1 random unused tile. Redraw the random tile if it does not have at least 2 exits. Connect the graveyard to the central lamp. Connect the random tile to the opposite side of the central lamp, and then connect the Tomb of Eden to the random tile. Okay, so that's just setting up some more stuff. Fair enough. So if we had died, then we would have had to just restart from the beginning of Chapter 1. And that's the case for, I think, any of the way that you play. So if we get to Chapter 2 and then we die in Chapter 2, I think we have to start all the way back in Chapter 1. So, stakes are high. The thing of it is, with 1 player, I'm becoming a badass, but with very limited turns. Whereas, if you're playing with multiple people, everybody would get a little bit of something, and then you have a lot more turns. So I feel like it's probably easier with multiple. However, there is scaling. For example, like that Scourge Beast, the Alpha Beast that we just killed, it was 1 extra health bar for every player. So if there were 4 players, it has 5 health bars to chew through. Same with bosses. Bosses, like, for example here, Amelia. This is the amount of health per number of players. So max 24 people. And, yeah, there's phase 1, phase 2 bosses. I feel like, not to meta or anything, but I feel like because the next chapter has the Great Bridge, I feel like we might run into a cleric beast there. But maybe not. Maybe not. But that is it. We successfully completed Chapter 1. And what do you guys think? I know not necessarily everybody followed along immediately, but it seems pretty cool. It definitely seems tough. We learned some stuff that'll make it harder. Learned some stuff that'll make it easier. More. I am absolutely down to do more. but I think I'm gonna have to push it till tomorrow. This has been rather taxing on my voice. I need to figure out a way where I can talk more quietly and not have to yell constantly. But this will give you time. If you missed the beginning, go back, check out the VOD. I run through all of the rules, all of the setup, all of how it works at the beginning. You can get involved, you can understand, and then if we come back tomorrow, we'll play this tomorrow, and then an assist app. Yeah, that's all for today. I don't want to overdo my voice. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll do chapter 2, yeah? Headset mic. I do still have headset mics. Yeah, I might figure something out to get that working. But yeah, tomorrow we'll come back. We set up a whole new game board. We keep all of our upgrades and everything in our, repertoire, all of our items, and we take on chapter 2 of The Long Hunt. Long Hunt.